Hey, pimps, what's going on? Real quick message before the actual podcast starts. Um, we didn't use anything like Audacity for this podcast because me and Baker did not have it. That'll definitely be something we have in the future to be able to correctly mix audios because, as I discovered after reviewing some of the footage, uh, I used my audio settings for my stream, which works fine for me, but I'm fairly loud. Baker and Wimpstle definitely are not by comparison. And there's nothing I can really do to fix that. Yeah, I guess we could re record this, but we've already essentially done this podcast twice. One time because I was accidentally streaming instead of recording, and the second time that you're about to watch. So apologies in advance. It'll be something that we fix in the future, something that everybody records their own audio and then sends it over to me, and I put it all together. I'm not sure how Audacity works. Wimpstle's got all three brain cells at all times. So he'll definitely run me through that real quick. But just a quick message before this starts. All right. Love you. Bye. The podcast.
Welcome to the Three Brain Cells podcast. We're not sure what to do with them.
Hey, man, we got
like,
all
what was it say earlier? Is like we got three brain cells. What do we do with them?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we already said that because we're 20 seconds into recording now. As soon as you said we're three brain cells and I repeated that, that's how we started.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. Well. Okay. I'm gonna say it again, anyways. We're three brain cells. What do we do with them? I'm Jarrett, aka Wimpstle.
AKA Wimpstle.
I already said that. Why the fuck? Okay. Baker. You introduce yourself now.
Hi, I'm Baker. Dakota, it's your turn.
Yeah, that's me, Dakota, also known as Cool Tree Man.
Or Wimpstle.
Cool Tree Man.
Or Wimpstle. Wimpstle's leech.
Yeah.
He has not gotten to me yet, but it's gonna happen at some point.
Baker is I don't know. Baker is Baker. What?
Baker's Baker.
You know what? No, Baker. You should have fucking said Baker, aka Blair. You're the one pushing this whole Blair thing, anyways.
Yeah.
And you didn't even fucking say.
Hey, he's not pushing anything. That's his identity.
Okay, here.
2, 1.
We're three brain cells. Wait. No. Wait. What the fuck?
You act like I'm gonna cut any of this out. This is gold.
Okay. Well, just you say your line. Say your part.
I am Baker, aka Blair.
There you go.
Dakota's turn.
And
No, well, Dakota's done.
Oh.
Dakota's not gonna actually edit any of this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all
Therefore,
staying.
At this point, repeating the intro is not gonna give us a better intro. It's just gonna make them have to listen to a second intro.
There is a good chance I don't use anything I've been streaming before, just because I don't want to sit through and scan all of it from when you guys said your last name.
Okay, so for those who don't know, doing a bit of a dry run, I guess, earlier, Dakota was just streaming it for some reason.
I thought I was recording it. Turns out I'm streaming it. Whoopsies.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I guess the biggest thing, I don't even know, we didn't even really talk about this before in our dry run, is how we know each other. We know each other from high school. We're all friends from high school.
Yeah.
At least us three. We'll definitely have more people in this podcast at some point, and a majority of them we know, but I'm sure there will be a couple. I'm sure we'll have like Fatal or Matriarch or somebody, in this server. In an episode or something later on.
Yeah, those are people I've definitely interacted with before.
So have I, totally, 100%.
Yes. But you never know, because I'm sure we'll have plenty of things that we want to talk about, and I'm sure we'll want plenty of people to talk about things with.
They're big enough YouTubers for the likes of me and Baker to have interacted with. I'm sure they're not going to say, oh, this dude has 8 subscribers on an alternate platform. Spin on it.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't even have a channel? Gross.
People who don't have YouTube channels they basically don't exist.
Subhuman.
I wish. That'd be so
Speaking
nice.
of not having a channel, tell us about yourself, Baker.
Okay. Well, as Jarrett mentioned earlier, know everyone from high school. I only do 2 things typically. That is, go to work or the gym. You would think, being one of the two things I do is going to the gym, I'd be shredded. I fucking wish.
I mean, you pretty cute though.
Yeah,
Thanks,
you're at
mate.
least in shape. You're at least in shape.
Well, I'm A shape.
but the
What
thing-
that is up to the imagination.
The only problem is that you're friend foot tall, so like
Did you friend foot tall?
friend foot tall.
Friend
Oh,
That's
okay.
that's what Speedy says.
Ah,
It's,
yes.
it's one of their, but it's a short joke because you're
yeah,
fucking,
we
like,
watch
2'3".
Speedy.
Yeah, well, I know, but even then the friend foot tall, it's just a joke on you being short. Because haha, big or short, funny, haha.
Got them.
Jared can't decide if I am 4 foot tall or 2 foot tall, and I'm neither one of those.
Hey.
I'm 3.
Straight down the middle, dog.
So what do you do, Jarrett? Tell us about your channel.
No.
Oh.
All right, moving right along.
Actually, I'm taking my channel down now.
I understand.
Forrest Gump.
Yes.
Exist?
Yes. So I've been doing my YouTube. Let's see. I think I started making videos in my freshman year of high school because I got an
yeah, it was
Elgato that Christmas. I don't know. I don't remember what year my freshman year of high school was because I don't feel like doing math right now. And I think okay. So I started doing that was Advanced Warfare videos. And all my videos were shit because they were all on Movie Maker, and they were also shit because I didn't know how anything worked, and so recording was really bad.
You actually used Movie Maker?
Yeah, I usedMovie Maker,
Really?
and then I also recorded while wearing 2 headsets because I didn't have an actual desk mic for my audio recording for myself.
His voice was also not as deep as it is now, and so he, like the child on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because
He was the
freshman year,
squeaker you
that's like
complain about.
13, 14, right? 14, something like that.
Somewhere around there.
And then I started again last year. I think it was February 2020 that I started up again, being more serious and actually editing. My editing was god awful in like some of those first couple videos. I mean, considering I used
April 14th
cursive-
of 2020.
I can't. You're not sharing the right screen, Dakota. Can you share your
Alright.
screen to us so we
Alright,
can
alright,
see what you're doing?
Needy.
I assume the screen you're capturing is the one that's on.
I'm
You're
doing
searching
that
it?
well, at least, yeah.
Okay, I wouldn't say. Okay, well that's not even. Where's the first one? Go to the first.
That
this
is your first one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Bushman.
And I think for the subtitles when we're talking, I use cursive font like a fucking dumbass. I don't know.
Why didn't you use Comic Sans, man? That's like the top tier.
Like
There it
look,
is.
like fucking. Why would I use cursive?
Maybe?
Not exactly.
Oh, yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Oh
There you
yeah,
go.
there it is.
It's because those were all caps.
So I finished the assassination. Damn, Jeremy with the fucking 26 confirmed.
Writing in all caps and cursive is a skill I never learned to learn.
Yeah, no, I don't know. It was poor decision making, but I think that's just things you figure out over time. I mean, obviously, that compared to like my newest Call of Duty video, this video is so terrible. The audio's bad because I hadn't split my audio at that
We'll have some
point.
fun, or we'll get fucked.
But now I have it split
Yeah,
to where I
both.
can.
Either way, you know.
Are you adding me right now?
Either way, it's fun.
I mean, we talked about Audacity before the stream recording started, but I still haven't
Yeah,
even pulled that up.
we should do that. Or okay, if not at the very least, you should pause it while I'm fucking talking.
Okay, right here.
If
Go
not at the very
on.
least, you should get what is it, voice meter, which is what I use to split my OBS audio, so my Discord from my game audio from my computer audio.
I've
and
never
my audio.
had like a problem before in the stuff I've been editing for myself, so I'm assuming this will be fine. The next time, definitely we'll have this sorted. We'll have it done on separate tracks.
We'll do Audacity and whatnot because that'll just be the easiest way of doing it instead of you having to download voice meter and figure all that shit out. Because
But right now we're already 8.5 minutes in, so we're
Yeah.
going.
Well, because the main reason why is for, we're on Discord, so there's going to be delays, so we're definitely going to be talking over each other multiple times, as well as maybe someone's very quiet or very loud, and if you do the voice meter thing, you can split us, and so therefore you can change our audio separately from each other without it being stuck in the same thing. That's the problem. Is
Well-
it being stuck in the same thing.
Discord also has a feature, next level technology. I can right click your name and raise you up because Baker's a little loud.
Okay, but on post or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking
Sometimes
about.
you don't realize during.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So what was I saying before? Okay, we're talking about videos. So yeah, I split all my audio. That's why we're talking about this. And so now I turn down the game volume a lot because the problem I've always had in the beginning videos is that especially in the intro when you're coming into a new game, the helicopter or airplane or whatever is super loud and you can't
Oh,
hear any of
yeah.
the conversations we're having. And so it fucking sucks. But so now I don't have that problem, as well as I don't have the problem of like someone talking over someone else whenever they're saying something. Someone makes a joke and then someone else is like screaming at the same time. Can't use that if they're in the same, fucking layer
Yeah, exactly.
when I'm editing. But overall, my editing's gotten significantly better because
Oh.
I've learned, how to not use cursive and be shit and use terrible music, and I've learned how to actually make, set like tones and stuff, doing music and lighting and
Yeah, I
cropping
mean,
the screen.
I've
Reverb.
always liked your videos just because I've been your friend.
Yeah,
But
and then my
you
subtitles
can
have gotten
definitely
better.
see over the time how much progress
It gets
you've
a
made
lot
and
better, yeah.
how much change you've made.
Yeah.
I
I mean, I eventually made my banner and profile picture not just something random that I had. My old banner,
your old banner was from freshman year.
was from freshman year, and it was super outdated though because that was from my old friend group. All the characters in that banner were my friends that I played with at the time, and out of all those, the only people that were left that had still been played, I still played with from when I started again last year was Draven and Jeremy. I don't think anyone else from that friend group I played with.
I
from last year.
remember.
No, Brock.
Yeah, Brock. I remember
Yeah.
in whatever science class it was that freshman year. I can't remember what specific type of science. It's like biology or something.
It was biology, I think.
Yeah, I remember you talking to me about the banner you were going to put up. And I was like, "Oh man, this is really
'Cause I
cool.
made
This is
it at
something I wanna
school.
do." Huh?
Because I made it at school.
Yeah, you did. And you I think
Well,
you said
'cause
you
I-
scanned it
I-
into the computer to transfer it
Yeah,
over.
I had drawn it on during the summer before freshman year, and then freshman year I was taking a computer class, or Photoshop class, and so whenever I had nothing to do, I was working on that. I just took a picture of it and then uploaded it onto the computer, and then had it in the background, and then like traced over everything and did everything on Photoshop.
It looked really nice afterwards, like on the banner itself.
Yeah, but it was just super outdated because I had my old friends, and then it had the old group, and it didn't have like my name on it or anything. And I decided, I'm just gonna have this red dude be my dude now, my I guess mascot.
Well, even
And I had the cloud background for my profile picture, so I decided on the banner I'm gonna do the clouds as well. And
Wasn't
have him in
the-
an airplane?
I don't remember exactly your profile picture. Wasn't your orange guy
Yeah.
before?
Yeah.
Like when you started up again, wasn't it like semi new instead of the really old stuff?
Yeah. Because the first one I had when I had first started freshman year was like a teddy bear or something. It was like a picture of a teddy bear I found. I got like a drawing of a
Oh
teddy bear.
yeah, I remember that now.
And then I had this drawing that I did, and I just had a picture of it. And I was like, okay, fuck it, I'll have this as my profile picture, a drawing that I've done.
Yeah.
Because I like it. It's a nice drawing, but it just I don't know. I needed something more simple for my actual YouTube stuff. I have 107 subscribers. Wow, that means I've gained like 2, I think, since last time I looked.
Fucking poggers, bro.
We'll bring out
I
the
didn't see-
champagne.
100, so I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I passed 100 like beginning of this year, I think.
Oh. Well, I'm a
Yeah.
great friend.
Well,
Yeah.
10 months,
'Cause
you
I've been
gained
ki-
7,
I've been
baby.
kinda-
Woo woo.
Yeah, I mean, because I haven't been posting consistently, and I've
Well,
also I think I've lost inactive people. Yeah, 1 video a week.
I was like,
I'm
if they come and they see that.
I'm gonna go fix that right now. I'm gonna put 0 videos a week.
0 videos a week.
Yeah, 'cause-
Videos updated whenever.
Just do the Fitz style, man. Just upload once most.
Uploading
Yes,
some
sir.
days.
Eventually, I'll probably upload again.
Yeah, exactly. You used to
I'm gonna say
stream.
posting when the time feels right.
Yeah. You used to stream. You don't really stream anymore. And you got
okay,
forcibly taken
I'm-
off stream for a while.
Oh yeah, I guess I have to retell the story because
Because
retake.
I probably won't use the part
Okay,
before.
so I'll talk about all of it. Okay, so streaming, I don't stream anymore, but yeah, I'll talk about the Twitch situation, and then I'll talk about my what my plans are moving forward after all this.
You do that, I'm gonna grab some juice.
Yeah, okay, yeah, and then you can have long conversations with us, like cross-room conversations, if you need to add anything.
Yeah!
Yeah, there you go.
This
Okay.
podcast is just gonna be a fantastic one. The quality is
It's
mwah.
perfect quality, yes. So streaming, I don't currently stream that much, but last year around September or whatever, August, September, I started streaming. I was kind of, doing a weekly, maybe once or twice a week thing, and we were streaming one day, and I always stream. Okay, and another thing is I always stream with Draven, or our friend. He had a mate on YouTube. We always stream together. We always stream with the same people, playing the same games, whatnot. And we're playing Among Us, and I get booted off on the mid game, and then my stream turns off. And I was like, oh, it must be my internet, because my internet acts like weird sometimes. And I try to sign back in to OBS, back into Twitch through OBS to stream again, to bring the stream back up, and it won't let me. It won't let me sign in. Well, eventually, I guess I realize I get an email or something, and it's telling me that I'm banned indefinitely for terms of service. They didn't give me a specific reason. They just sent me the link to the terms of service. I went through the terms of service, and I was like, I wasn't being racist. I didn't beat anybody on stream. Like, I wasn't using, like, I wasn't, being sexual or whatever. And so, like, I was just kind of confused. It was like, did I do something wrong? Am I going to get banned on YouTube? Have I been doing something that I'm not supposed to be on YouTube? Because I feel like I didn't do anything different on stream or on playing, or the things I say or the people I'm talking with any different. The fuck, they construe to get me permanently banned.
Yeah.
And-
So with that, you end up getting unbanned later on, correct?
Yeah. So while I was banned, I switched to YouTube, trying to stream on YouTube, and I wasn't really feeling it. I think in general, just my living situation now, not having my own office or whatever, makes it like impossible to stream.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I think what was it? Let me go back to the fucking email. This shouldn't take as long this time because I know where to go.
Yeah.
I just looked up Twitch in my email, my filters. Twitch. Okay, so I got banned in September 19th of last year, and I got unbanned. Oh, no. This is worse. I got
Let's write this
unbanned
down last
on.
time.
I got unbanned July 22nd of this year, of 2021.
Yeah.
And it says, hello, Wimstol, your account was suspended or blocked due to a mistake on our part. I've gone ahead and reversed the suspension on your account, so you are free to use our services once again. Apologies for any inconvenience or confusion this may have caused. So, whoopsies, us quirky Twitch, just accidentally banned you permanently for almost a year. Oopsie doopsies, no compensation, no like, hey, here's a free sub, thanks.
Yeah, not even something like that.
Like here you can sub to like 2 channels for free.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
but-
this month.
Yeah, exactly.
it's
Yeah, but
like-
it's just like you're a small streamer, and so they're just
And
like,
like,
oh,
yeah,
whoops,
because I had
didn't mean
just
to, my
started.
bad.
Yeah, like I had just started to like I was getting like a couple, like a new viewer or whatever, like every couple streams. I was like, yeah, I'm actually kind of picking up steam, and then fucking all progress lost.
Halted
And then
for a
they-
year.
I emailed them like 5 different times, I'm pretty sure, like putting in appeals, and they just never got back to me until a couple months ago. Like, 2
Yeah,
months
I think
ago, 2 months
that's
ago.
it's a real big problem with
'Cause I'm not
something like
Ninja.
YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, anything that's really, really, really big with anybody able to join it at any time. There's
Yeah.
so much that they have to dig through manually that it's almost impossible, but unless you're a really, really big YouTuber, Twitch streamer, whatever, you're probably not going to get a response in any kind of timely manner.
Yeah,
And-
I gotta be ninja. Actually, I've had luck on Twitter,
Have you?
with support. Yeah, like when my account got hacked on Warzone Modern Warfare, my Activision account, trying to go through the actual support line did nothing.
Yeah, I've heard
But
it's pretty dog shit.
But like getting a response or actually getting anybody like to actively do anything, complete ass. But me basically calling them out on Twitter and being like, your support line sucks, my account's hacked, blah 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 blah. They responded to me and they're like, okay, we got someone on it, and then like a week later it was fixed.
So I think what you got to do now is harass them again and tell them that they took Cake Boys from you.
Yeah, and I was considering that. I was like, yeah, okay, so I guess I should explain. And I don't know if I told you this, Baker, but someone, I guess, took my account and disbanded our clan or our regiment on Call of Duty,
Yeah.
so that we can't have the cake tag.
Oh.
And so, and I didn't realize that they did this, but only one regiment can have a tag. And so at this point in time, if you want to tag, it has to be something uncohesive, like HZ18X, like.
Yeah.
And I guess that means we were lucky. We had all caps cake just right off the bat, because I made it like right when Modern Warfare came out, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Or I've had the cake. Yeah, and so.
it's kind of dumb that they don't have a system where you can have a second regiment. Because the reason they did that is because if you play with people from your regiment, then you get like a bonus XP or something like that.
Yeah.
But they should be able to have multiple regiments of the same name, just because of situations like that. Because otherwise, you either run out of names, or, well, you just kind of run out of names if you don't have a system in place that's something like, oh, nobody in this regiment has played for 3 months. Regiment's now available. They should do something like that at the very minimum. But you just kind of stuck without the regiment you made because, oops, whoopsie doopsie poopsie, somebody hacked your account and disbanded you. What if that was the reason that they hacked you? Just so they could get
okay,
stupid
can you hear me
Cake
now?
Boys? Yeah, yeah.
It's almost definitely so they
Yeah,
get
I
the
can hear you
big
guys.
cake.
Fucking
It's almost
Christ.
definitely so they
I don't
get-
know why Discord changes my input and output shit.
Did it change it like hours into us doing this?
Oh yeah, earlier I was trying to talk to y'all, and then my mic just quit picking up audio, so I had to just like fix it, and then nothing has changed.
Yeah, sometimes when I
I don't-
plug something new in, like I'm surprised it
that's-
didn't happen when I plugged in this webcam, it just kind of trashes my settings.
This is fucking annoying.
We're just
Alright,
gonna keep
well-
talking like he's not real.
All right,
He's a
so
ghost.
we have an idea of what Jarrett does now. What do you do, Dakota?
Not a lot. That's what I do. I
Right?
do have. I can pull it up. I do have not only. What am I typing there? I have my own cool Tree Man channel. I've got 2 videos up there, both of them Dead by Daylight. I play a lot of Dead by Daylight. I also have my own BitChute channel where I upload whatever I upload on YouTube. Just gets automatically pumped there, just to kind of support the alternative platforms out there to help them grow and get a little bit bigger. But my main thing I do is actually on DLive because I am incredibly lazy and don't like editing, especially on the software I use. So I use DLive, which is just kind of avoid any situation with like Jarrett had with his horror story of dealing with Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically being thrown in the garbage for
Yeah,
no reason.
thrown
no
in the
chance.
garbage just because of whoopsie doopsies.
Yeah.
Let me just go ahead and pause that. Shout out to Hardy Girl. But DLive is a different platform you can use. It's obviously not nearly as big as Twitch. The biggest things on DLive actually are cryptocurrency and the news, usually. Surprisingly, they're not the biggest things right now. But chatting's always a really big one for like any kind of platform like this. But I do a lot more of my content on DLive and streaming some days. You can find me whenever those days are. Usually
Oh,
I'm
man,
streaming
I
Dead by
can't-
Daylight. Sometimes I do other stuff like Blasphemous or the new Resident Evil. I've actually got to finish that real quick. Just kind of whatever I'm feeling at the moment. And that's what I do. This is the first time I've used a VTube model. I've never done camera or anything. I don't really want to really do that right now. And this is a decent alternative for if I played like a horror game, because I'm terrible with anything scary. Dead by Daylight not including because it's not scary, but
It's quote unquote scary. It's a horror genre.
it's horror. Yeah, it's horror genre. Like it's got Michael Myers in it. It's got Ghostface in it. It's got Freddy Krueger.
Freddie
in it.
Myers.
Freddie Myers. Yeah.
Freddie
But-
Mercury's in that game.
I personally
Come on,
find it
terrifying.
very hard to be spooked when you're in a third-person camera and you get alerted that the killer is in your general area and you have a big head start on them.
Yeah.
If you got like a tight FOV first-person
I
camera,
mean, the,
really
the
dark,
game's
dingy.
made for more functionality, less for the horror.
Yeah,
aspect.
exactly,
It's
and that's
made for
perfectly
the
fine.
actual competition part. Yeah.
What I'd like to be streaming, very up and coming. I don't really know when it's going to be released. Actually, is VHS. It's going to be a free-to-play take on Dead by Daylight, without trying to copy it in any way. So instead of the survivors are doing X, Y, and Z to be able to escape the monster or the killer or whatever, they are actually trying to fight off the monster. So in VHS, there are 4 different glyphs, which are the 4 different types of weapons that survivors can build. And they actually have to build those and then attack the monster successfully with them, one at a time, to temporarily banish the monster, where they can relocate and do whatever. And when you attack them with all 4, then you permanently banish the monster, and that's how you win. The killer, on the other hand, is trying to not let that happen and just kill you. No sacrificing to the god of the game or whatever creature's holding you in this realm. It's just you're a bad dude and you try to kill some teenagers. Do that. And I kind of like that
Classic.
simplicity of it.
Getting back to the roots.
Yeah, getting back to the roots of what monsters are. Right now they've got a... I'm not going to get too much into it, but they've got some killers, they got some maps. It looks like they've really polished this game before it comes out. And again, it's going to be free to play, so if you're at all interested, you should certainly try it out.
I mean, if it's free to play, I'm gonna try it. Then most likely.
It looks pretty fun, to be honest. It's a bit more cartoony-ish, because originally they said they wanted it to be like hyper-realistic, as gritty as they can be.
But I mean, free
And
to
then-
play.
Well, and then the devs took a look at it, and they were playing it for a while, and they're like, this is really boring. Then we don't want to do this anymore. So they toned it back a lot and just made something really fun. So there are taunts that the monsters can do in the game. There are taunts that the teens can do. It's more built to be fun than it is to fill a theme. And I think that's pretty important.
So I guess I mean, one thing I kind of want to bring up is just the future, like what we're doing, or what I kind of we were talking about before. I was kind of hinting towards me talking about what my plans are for next year as far as content goes and whatnot. Like I'm gonna be moving in December, and I'm gonna have my own office actually, instead of being in like the middle of my living room / kitchen.
Is that really
And
where
I
you're
hope-
streaming right now?
Well, yeah, it's. I mean, so Baker's seen it. You seen it? Did you not see it whenever you came over? It's
I
literally
didn't
the-
really
like-
look around.
Okay, well, you walk into the front door. There's the kitchen to the right, and then the living room to the left. I'm in the corner, basically, in a built-in desk. And so, if anybody's over, if Maddie's, watching TV or even, washing the dishes or anything, it's all right there. And it's fucking loud and it's annoying. That's why I don't stream. As well as the dogs and the cats or whatever, they can just be right here and mess with my shit.
Yeah.
And so I'll have my own area. I want to get a camera eventually, and that's the reason why I haven't got a camera. It's like, why would I want a camera whenever you can literally see everything going on in the background of my house? I don't want people being able to see what like Maddie's doing. Maddie's walking by. I don't want her to have to worry about being seen.
hmm
And I also want to get a green screen, but that more also just where I can do other stuff. I have the Discord content, and I think having a green screen and doing, the Discord improv shit or whatnot, or any other things that we do beyond that, the green screen just would be nice to have. I eventually want to have like an actual nice camera for going out and recording things, because there's other projects that I really want to do, and I just want to wait until I have an actual camera. I don't want to try to do them now when I don't have the ability to do it, because I don't want to do it poorly. I want to do them properly if I want to do, if I'm going to pursue projects that I have in mind.
I don't want to take away from everything you just said. You are 3 away from overtaking Theta. How are you going to dunk on him when that happens?
I know.
Oh, I need to sub to Theta real quick. Get a little further ahead.
I just make a couple sock accounts to make sure that doesn't happen.
Well, I mean, no matter what, I have had more viewers and active commenters on my channel than he has in a long time.
I
Like,
comment on
yeah, so
most
get
of your
wrecked,
videos.
like, look at his views. But also,
We really gotta flex on Theta real quick.
also he
He
doesn't post that often, and he's not like very like, he's not focused on it like I've been.
Yeah, no.
I've been focusing it on it off and off. Oh, off and off. Yeah, just off.
That's
it.
accurate. Off and off.
Especially this year. This year's just been kind of crap. That's why I'm really excited to move and get everything done, and then at the end of this year, just have 2021 be done with. Start next year better, and hopefully I can actually focus on YouTube and not have my entire life be complete shit for the year.
Hey, you're asking a
Everything's
little
just
too
been
much.
hectic. Yeah, this year's just been so hectic. It's just been hard to do anything.
Yeah, I was
It's hard
surprised.
to be motivated.
I was surprised that you do this all in your basically your kitchen living room. I thought you would have done it in your bedroom, but there's not enough room.
Because
There's not enough room.
Maddie works from home, so we have a 1-bedroom apartment. Maddie works from home, and so she has my actual desk in the room for her work stuff. And so I have this built-in desk that's in the corner of the living room / kitchen, and I mean it's fine.
You gotta tell her, babe, move
Especially,
over. I'm
like-
gonna be the next ninja.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, next year I'll have more space. I think having my own area as well and being able to do whatever I want with it will allow me to like maybe be more creative with what I want to do, or like not have to worry about talking too loud, or
The dogs.
I don't like anytime I'm like having to record something for like an intro. I don't like it when Maddie can hear me. I don't like her like sitting there listening to me record something,
Because
or like an intro talking to myself, because
yeah, 'cause
I'm
you're just talking to yourself.
Yeah, and that's what I don't like. It's like I don't care if she hears me doing like this, like playing video games and talking, or just talking to you guys in general. But when I'm talking to myself, it just makes me feel awkward.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's weird. And so I feel like I can do more with videos if I'm doing like a bit or something on my own. I don't have to feel awkward talking to myself.
You
or
tell Maddie to go take
having-
a walk around the neighborhood for a bit.
Yeah, and so because she'll be upstairs, in her office, or we'll have an upstairs living area, or she can watch TV in our room. We'll have a bigger room. Everything will be better in this new house, hopefully.
Perfect. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, because I really understand why you can't do like live streaming, especially because
Yeah.
while you're doing a video, you can edit out the parts where like the dogs are talking or something's happening that shouldn't be. But live streaming,
The
you
dogs are
can't.
talking. Yeah, they're all like talking about bones and shit in the background. Like Trixie's like, "Hey, you got any bones?" And Toby's like, "Yeah, I got bones. You want bones?"
You want bones? Go have to fight for them. I mean, like, I live alone, so nothing's gonna really do it. I have a cat, but what is she gonna do? Jump on something? Who cares? I can stream and not really be concerned of anything like that happening, but
Yeah.
it should definitely be way easier for you in
And
the next
definitely having, I want to, I've been making notes on my phone for ideas I have, or even just stuff I want to do with YouTube or content wise. And if I want to start streaming, I really want to do it right. I really want to do something, not just me playing a game, and I don't know. I really want to do something special whenever I make videos. I don't want to just make what I used to do, where I have a game and I just kind of cut out some moments and make them look like I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
With the,
Well-
so with the with the Discord stuff, I think the difference is with the Discord stuff is I have an idea. So the improv stuff is I have the idea. I want to do improv. I want to make a story, and we act it out, and then I do this like animation-esque thing. There's gonna be other things I want to do, like a game show or interviews or whatnot. There's so many different things I can do.
Yeah.
It's just with gaming, it's so hard to really find things I want to do because everybody back in the day did like trolling. I guess is that the big thing, or doing challenges. But I'm not that great at video games, so challenges
Trolling
aren't the
challenges, doing the Kermit voice.
best. Yeah, and I mean I'm still gonna do that stuff because my gaming videos in general aren't even about the game. They're mostly about just conversations.
Yeah.
And sometimes
I've definitely noticed
gaming is
that.
just like the it's like what we're focusing around, like what we're focusing around, but we're talking. I don't know how to.
I have noticed that you don't. While it's not like it's focused around the gaming itself, like, oh, this has to be a really good game. This has to be.
Yeah.
I have to be at the top of the leaderboard to do this. You don't start recording unless you know you're doing well enough.
Mhm.
But I really think if you're focusing on just what's happening with the guys in the call right now talking to you about it, I think you
Yep.
might be able to get away with not recording the top quality of games. And I mean, I think you did that in your... I can't remember it for the life of me. But your C-Team Funny Moments.
Oh yeah.
Where you started doing something like that.
Because I was talking to my dad and my little brother, and they said that they watched one of my videos together, and they're like, my dad said, because obviously he doesn't understand, he's not he doesn't have the same sense of humor. He's almost, what is he, 40? Yeah, he's 40, 41.
You telling me your dad's on a 20-year-old stallion? Come on.
Yeah, so he doesn't have the same sense of humor, and so he's like, it just looks like you're dying a lot. And I'm like, well, because it's
Damn.
not really about me doing good. It's not about the game. It's more or less the funny stuff, and some of the funny stuff is about us dying.
Yeah.
We always have funny reactions when we die. Yeah, I mean, he's like, damn, you're trash.
Your dad's just shitting on your
That was
skills.
something I had to kind of realize, especially with my earlier videos. I was having like a power struggle when it came to, do I want my videos to be more about like the game, or am I just talking, or is it more about our funny stuff? Because I kept trying to put like, oh, me doing really good, and then also, oh, funny stuff, ha ha ha. And my videos felt very like they didn't have direction.
Yeah.
And it also caused my videos to be longer, or some parts that just drag. I had a very big problem with bits or anything dragging, and I think that's another good thing about splitting the audio. Is the reason why things would drag is because people would be talking over each other, so I had to put the whole thing in order to be able to really get it. But now I can kind of cut everything because I can separate everything.
Yeah, and I think that's part of that meme that DJ Khaled's struggling from success, because you are very good at games, and you are, at least to me, and I believe Baker would probably double down on this, you're a pretty funny guy too. So it is something that you can struggle with, is saying, do I want this to be good gaming focused? Do I want this to be good funny moments focused? Whatever it is. Somebody like me, whatever game it is, I am doo-doo at it.
Garbage.
So I have to bank on somebody thinking, hey, this guy sometimes makes me breathe out of my nostrils a little bit harder. That's all you can really ask for on the internet.
I've linked it. You can definitely tell with these past. I'd say, can you go back to the
I can go
the
back
home,
where
I
you
guess
tell
my
him to.
video, yeah, my channel page.
I think
I'd say
after you're
probably-
Among Us, I think is where you probably started.
No.
Change
I'd say after this, It Takes Two. After this, It Takes Two, because this is where I started using Premiere Pro.
Okay, I did not
No,
watch
actually, no,
It Takes Two, because I was playing it with somebody, but I never finished with them, so I'll probably go back and watch those now, to be honest.
I think actually my first Premiere Pro video was the go up, keep going up. The Warzone, but we can't stop being hilarious video. That was my first Premiere Pro video. But I think at these points I was.
I've got it down really low, so I don't have to care about it. No. Well, not care about it, but audio levels later. But what were you saying? Or did you get muted by Discord again?
No more Jarrett. So,
Muted by Discord. Take it away, Baker.
Take it away, man. I have not been a part of this.
Yeah, it's been kind of a back and forth between me and Jared for a minute.
Yeah, I'm just here listening, like, oh man, this is great. Yeah, what?
I mean, we've had a whole plan for it, and I've got these topics that we want to cover. I do not care at all if we cover them, because the whole point of this is to derail and talk about some topic for however long we can. However long we want to, or however long it makes sense.
I do, and so it's not something I can contribute much to, right? I consume a lot of content, but then I don't
as a consumer, you'd be able to give in some input into that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Jarrett can't hear us right now. Let's pretend he can't. Well, he can't speak. Let's pretend he can't hear us as well. I don't know how much of Jarrett's content you actually watch. Me, I never watch anything. No, I watch all of it, but
I watched a decent amount of it. I think his Discord improv was my favorite video of his so far. I think it was his funniest video.
I really liked it. I think it was really something that wasn't really anything that's been a part of his channel before. I mean, the one like offshoot before that he's had in his channel was about Paulo, and I'm glad to see that he's going to like try other things on this channel and see what works and see what doesn't.
Watching that video was the first video of his that I was genuinely just laughing through.
Oh, it was great. And
so,
yeah.
And so it's just like, for me, that's the more enjoyable. It's his personality more as well, and where his strengths would be. Right? I think that's just leaning into what you're good at.
I think it's really something he might want to consider trying out a lot more. I know he's got another one in the works. I remember seeing a preview with it, I think with Draven not too long ago. So I know he's got another one in the works. I really want to see it because I really liked it. I really like this one. I really hope it's something he keeps trying to do, because he is a funny guy and he's got a really nice editing style now that he's found it. And I enjoy it. I really hope it's something he pushes forward with.
Yeah.
And I don't want to play too much of it because I want people to actually go back and watch this. If I have at least 3 brain cells, I will be sure to plug his channel into the description.
There are no promises made there.
Man.
He just messaged me. His internet went out.
Did it?
Yeah, that's what he just told me.
Poor guy.
Yeah, unfortunate timing. Everything about this first one were like.
It's not gone to plan.
Naturally, as we do this, I feel like the quality's going to improve a little bit. So I feel like it's
hopefully
some time to come back and just be like, "Holy shit, that was awesome."
Hopefully, it doesn't get worse, man.
That is definitely a possibility too.
I can't wait till we get our own Jamie. We can just tell him to pull up videos and pull up these clips or whatever we need. I guess while he's gone, I can discuss why we started this, or why I asked you guys to start. Well, you were asked after the fact to join this, and
I found out about this earlier today at work.
Well, Jarrett found out about this, I think, yesterday or very early. Or sorry, I guess today is yesterday. Now it is 12:55. But what is it? What is today? Thursday. I think I either talked to Jared about this Thursday or I talked to him about it Wednesday night. One of these two, because I recently started watching Summeto Media videos, and if you don't know who he is, 119k subs, he's on that grind. He does a nice look at some of the week's hottest memes or such. And I actually kind of like that. I never really thought I'd be into that kind of thing, because who talks about memes?
Yeah, of course.
But he actually gives you nice insight into it. He does some funny, cringy humor with it, and it's kind of a style I really like to it. But on the side, he's got... Goodbye, Ed. Welcome back.
What we speak about?
When you left, we talked a little bit more about your channel, about what you do. We talked a lot about your Discord improv and how we really like that, and it's something very different, very new, very fresh for your channel, and that we'd be really interested in you doing more of this, because this is something that
Yes, that's
Baker
what my
said
next video
he
is.
absolutely loved this one.
Yeah.
And I mean, I really like it.
My next one is going to be shorter, so I think that'll be better. My next one's, I think, 6 minutes long, maybe 7 minutes, somewhere in that time frame. And I've gotten 1/3 of it done. I haven't worked on it in like a couple of weeks. I think 2 or 3 weeks.
You gotta practice spacing out these videos to be 9 minutes long for when you're monetized.
Yeah, no, that's something that I realized I don't need to worry about. And I had this conversation with Zeke. I think a problem is when you're trying to start out, you focus on all the wrong things. You think you know what you should be focused on. You're like, oh yeah, for when I get monetized, I should have videos that are over 8 minutes long, because that's how long a video needs to be to get monetized. And the best thing right now is to do short minutes. Like this C-Team video is 6 minutes long almost.
And it's good.
And it's good. And like that funny gaming moment gaming is almost 4 minutes long. That was basically because I had to. I couldn't make it any longer. But also having a shorter video is you're more likely to get someone that's never seen one of your videos before to click on it if it's shorter. Because like, oh, what's 2 minutes to go check out something I've never seen before? It looks interesting. Rather than, I don't know, I've never seen this guy before. I don't know if I want to watch a 20-minute video on him.
Yeah, try to talk somebody in to like a 4-hour video of somebody they've never seen before. Not happening.
The only time I do that, and that's why I get excited for the end of the year. I don't know if I'm going to do it this year because it was a lot of work, and I don't know if I feel like putting that work in this for this. It is best of. You gotta go back up. You're going way too far.
Yeah. There it is. Best of trailer and then the best of. As you can see, I watched all of it. I've already seen everything that's in there. It's still really nice. I like these. I think it's a good way to sum it up.
Well, the reason why I did it is because that's how I found the people that I like.
Yeah.
And I guess we can talk about this. I'll start off with just some of the people that I like. I don't know if it's particularly on my list, because I know y'all have lists of like your 5 favorite creators or whatnot.
We can probably do that for like the next episode. Get more into what we watch. I feel.
Okay, yeah.
Well, we're only 45 minutes in, so we can play it by ear.
Yeah.
We got,
How
like,
long do you want to make it?
About-ish 2 hours is what I was thinking. But
You were trying to go for 2 hours? Okay. So then,
because even if we've moved away from like what I originally thought this was going to be, I still like the 2-hour thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So okay. What was I saying?
You were talking about why you do the best of and how you did that.
Okay, so the best of. The reason why I did the best of is because that's how I found like Speedy. Like, okay, people like KYR Speedy. KYR Speedy. How I found him, I saw his best of stuff, or I saw one of his videos that I liked. It was a very nice guy, Black Ops 2.
That's
one of those series.
how I found him too.
That's one of the first videos I saw. I watched all of those of that series, and then I watched his best of whatever year it was at that point. I was in middle school, so it was probably like fucking 2010, something like that. Oh no, 2010's too. That's like 5th grade. Probably like 2013.
Really? You've been watching that long?
And yeah, I've been watching for a long time.
A while. I'm not gonna find anything just scrolling down.
Also, if I clicked the wrong channel, the channel where that stuff is his other channel.
Oh yeah, go to Speedio3. Speedio3.
Oh,
yeah, that's
okay.
the channel. That's the channel. And there's other people. I'm pretty sure like Suda is the same. This one is his more edited videos. The other one is basically he takes parts from his stream. It's less edited. There's like transitions and stuff, and it's cut down a little bit, but it's not edited.
Gotcha. Okay.
I guess y'all already have y'all's lists, don't y'all, of people that y'all like? If y'all want to start talking about that, I'll start looking through my subscriptions and getting my list together.
As well as
listening and talking.
We can say that for just a little bit, because right before you gotten back, we were just talking about we were talking about you for a good while, and we just started moving on to how this idea started, which was
the podcast.
Yeah, which was a couple of days, maybe. I don't remember if I messaged you. Today is Friday now, but I don't remember if I texted you late Wednesday or like early Thursday.
You messaged me. Let me look.
But
the 29th. So
29th. Okay, so 2 days ago. But I had reached out to you asking if you wanted to do this because I needed somebody to do it with. And the reason I did this was because of Sumeto Media guy does really nice look at the latest memes. Not really something I thought I'd be into, but it's actually really grown on me really quickly. And you guys might want to check this out afterwards. Not necessarily the podcast if you don't want to. Who cares? But he does do this podcast with his buddy Alex, and it's just two guys sitting chatting for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. And they have some topics they want to discuss. Sometimes they've gone into like their favorite childhood. So episode 2, childhood shows that they used to watch, and they were ranking them.
Yeah, their childhood shows tier list.
But as a joke, since he said 9 months ago on his last podcast that he wanted to do this more frequently, and he wanted to do it every Friday night with his buddy Alex, he has not uploaded at all since it on this podcast. And I left a comment saying, "Hey man, really nice, but it feels like I joined into watching an anime really late, falling in love with it, and then finding out they've only got one season, and it's been out for years." And as a joke, I said, "Come on, don't make me do this on my own as to fill this void in my heart." And he liked it at like 5 in the morning. First of all, go to bed. Because he's talked about that too. He's like, "Oh yeah, I just spend way too much time just awake, not sleeping, and I just kind of do whatever." He liked like one of my comments at like midnight. I was like, "Wait a minute." And then 5.5 hours later, he's liking that comment. I was like, "Now hold on, buddy." But he liked that. I was like, "Well, that's good enough license for me to go ahead and make the budget tier podcast." And
Interesting.
You especially, and Baker some, have kind of talked me out of doing it the way I was originally going to do it, which is just basically a 1-for-1 ish copy. And now we're kind of doing our own thing.
Yeah, because I
think it's pretty much a good idea that you talked me out of doing it that way. But I'm still definitely going to link him on there and say, "Haha, I bet you didn't think I'd do it."
Yeah, because I mean, it doesn't need to be a 1-to-1 copy. It's really just there's plenty of things we can do, and especially I'm going to be doing a lot of this Discord stuff, and some of that could leak into this. Like I'm sure we could do, some improv or whatnot if we run out of conversations. Because I think
probably something like one of the guys I might bring up on one of my my list here.
Okay, because I mean, so essentially what we're doing, I would assume we're doing this every week, right?
Yes, I would like to if we can.
Because it's not hard to just sit and talk.
But who knows? This might be
a week.
9 months later we make episode 2.
Especially
give us some credit if we have 3.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was that?
Exactly.
Go.
Especially if once we have the people we'll have like Elijah or Draven or somebody talking, we're gonna have plenty of people to have conversations about for 2 hours, and so every week I think we just bring some things that we're thinking about. If you're like, "Oh, I see this news article," or "Oh, I see this story," or "Oh, I have a joke," or this would be an interesting conversation to have. Write it down or just remember it, bring it up in the Discord, and we'll talk about it for 2 hours, or have it be a part of our 2-hour conversation.
Yeah. Because, I mean, we've talked about, like, your channel probably for, like, 3/4 of this recording right now. And that's kind of what I want to do, is talk about a topic until we're done with that topic. I don't care if we go... Like, I don't care if we bring up the things I thought we could talk about today. That's not important.
Yeah.
What important is we're sitting here talking about the things we want to talk about.
Because, I mean, all that means is that it'll eventually get talked about at some point.
Yeah, and it's not like we're not going to ever have another...
Every single video is only about me.
Yeah.
This podcast is the Analyzing Wimstle's Channel podcast.
So you'll see here in January, he actually did 3 more videos than we would have thought he put out. He actually did 29 more viewers that way, and it was really the peak time of being a Wimstle subscriber, if you ask for my opinion.
As a long-time Wimstall subscriber.
As a long-time as like one of the like 6 long-time Wimstall viewers. One of the original, one of the OGs.
Yeah, I mean, when I posted that first video, I think I had 2 different friends reach out and be like, "Oh my god, you posted a video again? That's crazy! I remember
That's
you posting
crazy.
videos." Yeah,
I remember these things. I remember one of the videos. I think it was like your first playing it in
We're
like
coming back
hardcore.
to me completely. We're coming back to me completely.
We're
Let's
getting
go,
bring it
boys.
on back, baby.
Other topic. Fuck Jarrett. Other topic.
Fuck me.
I would.
What were we? Where were? How did we get back to me? What were we on before we were trying to loop back to me?
Oh, we were just talking about like his inspiration. Talking about.
Talking about talking about my inspiration for the channel. You're like, oh yes, me.
I am one of your inspirations, as
Well, in general,
yes,
yeah.
yes. Well, I mean, we were doing an introduction, and I'm the main one that's been doing anything content-wise.
Yeah.
And so, therefore, I have more of a history to talk about.
He's got more clout.
I mean, Baker's introduction was, yeah, I work and go to the gym, and I'm not jacked. And
I
I'm
watch
short.
YouTube videos.
Okay, you can roast me like that, but like,
But
I don't know.
But 6 months down the road, is he or is he not going to look like a Greek god?
Oh, he
I mean,
hopes so. He hopes so.
Yes. He will be an actual GI Joe, like
I'll
actual.
change my name.
You'll be a GI Joe in shape and size.
A 4'3" GI
Joe.
Joe.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest, I'm assuming you're finishing up with what you were your list you're making there, but
Oh yeah. I gotta finish making my fucking list.
yeah.
In
Well,
moments,
while you're doing that, would you like to start like at least the first one on your list, Dakota? Like #1 channel.
Oh, I will tell you.
I don't have a particular order. For
No,
my
yeah,
list.
I don't have a
You're
particular
actually
order.
down.
They're not numbered like 1 to whatever. I can give you the type of content they create, and some of it will be more vague, some of it will not be as vague because you'd never get it if I just gave you like, oh, it's a gaming channel. Yeah, which one
Oh,
of
man,
like
none
5
of those.
billion? So I have on my list. I
I'm
have.
gonna, real quick.
Go
I'm
on.
gonna make a new text channel,
Mhm.
and it's gonna be podcast channel. It's gonna be a private one.
Okay.
So we can write notes and stuff there, or and you know, if you have your ideas, instead of writing a note in your phone, you can just literally type it into the chat.
Can do like topics things.
Yeah,
Or something like
podcast
that.
stuff.
Happen outside the
It's literally
podcast, so we
it's
won't
just gonna be
record into it.
podcast stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So the type of YouTubers on my top 5 I've got here are, how do I put this? Internet culture and real life history, more modernly, is what he does. Along with, on his other channel he does, let me find, what is it called again? Improv.
Improv. I love
yeah,
improv.
He does a bit of improv too, and I'll pull him up when we get him here. But the second one I have on my list is going to be Dead by Daylight gaming and
Oh, nice.
Dark Souls speedrunning. The third one I have is going to be, oh Christ, what is the name of the game again? Dungeons and Dragons lore. I don't know how I forgot that. Then there's going to be another internet culture and history channel. And then the last one I have is going to be gaming lore.
Okay.
Do you have any guesses at any of them? I don't expect you to get them, but we'll discuss one of them after. Tell me which one you think you're guessing, and then we'll discuss it.
See,
Oh,
I
God.
don't follow many of those at all. I mean, internet ordinary.
Oh. Baker's cutting out.
you
Baker's
cut out a
cutting
little
out.
bit.
Baker's cutting out.
Hello. Am I cutting out still?
No,
You're good.
now.
You're good.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the gaming or the internet. I'm gonna go Simordian Gamers Mudahar.
I love Mudahar. Well, like we had said when I was streaming, and I still am streaming, by the way. I'm just also recording.
You are.
Gotta plug the stream, dog. But like I said with Mudahar, I like his content. I like the virus things he does. I like the deep web stuff he does. I like a lot of the other sorts of content. I cannot stand his laugh at all. And it made me unsub for him for a while, but then I got back into him because the stuff he does is pretty important for the most. Is like generally important to know about. So I gotta put away my bigoted ways.
Against laughters.
Oh man, 'cause just to me, it always felt really pushed. Like it was something he probably thought was genuinely funny, but it's just forcing yourself to laugh at something way harder than you probably would. If that is his laugh, no dishonor on his family or nothing, but Mutahar is not on my list. I do have.
I can't see your list. Are you looking at it right
now? It's on a different application, so I don't think I'd share that without sharing my screen as well. Well, I could just share my screen. Who cares? I'll just close my.
I want to be able to see
20 porn tabs.
Ah, yes. Let me stop downloading my gay porn.
Screen one? Yeah, it should be
so
screen one.
what episode do we start talking about each individual's specific porn tastes?
Let's look through our.
If we got time, we'll do it right now, boo boo. All right, but my top, the first one on my top 5 is actually going to be Internet Historian. The tab will go.
Oh, that's my favorite. Type
go to his channel. Go to his channel.
Oh man, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna have 50 tabs open when we're done here.
I've heard of Internet Historian.
I
don't think I've actually
love
watched.
it. So he's got 3 different channels.
I recognize him on Twitter.
I think he's got 4 different channels, if this is one of them. I've never seen this one before. But his older stuff on the main channel is going to be like internet culture, like Tony the Tiger on Twitter, or Tumblr 4chan Wars of Instagram, green text stuff. It's still interesting, it's still really cool. It's way shorter videos. But his newer stuff, he's got stuff where he reads somebody's fan fiction of Harry Potter, where everybody's a vampire and goth.
Ah, yeah.
That's a 3-parter. He's got talking about No Game Sky. Or, sorry, No Game Sky? No Man's Sky. Where the game started off awful, it got really good. His newest one on the channel is going to be the Costa Concordia, which is, the Costa Concordia was a cruise liner ship that crashed, and he's just talking about what happened there, all the mishaps, all the bad steps. On his secondary channel is a lot of, like, you can go back, some of it's question and answers about the main channel stuff, like what a question and answer of Dash Con. But his newer stuff is crap, I can't remember the name of this for improv on mythology stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So him and somebody will talk about like some lore that they, or some videos or something, or theories or something that they had heard, and they'll talk about that for a while. One of them, they do art, they talk about architecture, monsters. It's very interesting, it's very cool, and you can really, it's super fun, it's super well edited, super well animated. It's similar in some sort of style to how you've been doing yours recently.
Yeah.
But his takes him like 4 or 5 months to do a 10 video.
He has less than 100 videos on his channel.
Yeah, exactly. You're able to still put out content. And his is like really halted.
Yeah.
Like he does videos with like Samet from Cemento Media, and he's in a lot of these with him. But he's the first one on my list. Really great guy if you haven't seen his stuff. And I really suggest watching the main stuff and the secondary stuff.
Okay. Who's next on your list? Or are we just gonna? I'd say just go through your list and then Baker go through his.
Okay,
list.
go through my list.
Whatever
The second
order.
one I've got is,
instead of being confusing and doing like one from each.
Yeah, I got you. Because we've got 3 people here.
In the Internet Historian range, I would like to recommend a channel. I think it's Wavy Web Surf. It talks about like a bunch of like old memes, current ones, and it's like you'll deep dive into them. Talk about like I don't know.
I know this guy.
Yeah,
Wait, no, wait.
Is he on your list there, or is he just somebody?
He's not on my list, but it's just in the.
Oh
same
yeah,
general
I know this
vicinity.
guy. Yeah, he like the history of like old meme people.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so this is similar to like Internet
I've
Historians,
seen
a
him in
little bit
my
older
recommended.
content.
Yeah, like he figured out who the Dream Kid.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a fan of his. This stuff's good.
I'll check
I get
that
him in
out
my
for
recommended
later.
a lot.
I'll check that out for later. The second guy I've got on my list for now, though, is going to be Otsdarva, and he also has a secondary channel, not Otsdarva.
Nice.
On his first channel, Otsdarva, he started doing a lot of, or not a lot of, apparently he gave up really quick. He started doing Dead by Daylight content, but before that he was a lot of PUBG and Dark Souls speedrunning. At one point he did Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 back to back to back speed run of no hit run.
Dang.
So not getting hit once. He's a pretty insane guy. Really nice dude. But all the videos on the main channel, or sorry, this is basically the main channel now. But most of the videos here are just taken from his stream. But he will do,
it's kind of like with Speedy. KOR Speedy is basically the same way at this point.
He will do, if I can find it real quick, just one example. Where is it? He had a video here, ultra rare add-on tier list, where he will go through every ultra rare in the game and grade them by how well they perform. He had a video just a minute, so he's got like videos that are 4 hours long just talking about a specific thing in the game.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. One of the recent ones he did like that.
That's an 8-hour long video right there.
Where is it?
Go down one. Another row. Another row.
Please tell me this
Right there.
is
You hovered over it. 8 hours. 8 hours.
best puzzle horror game he's played in a while. Okay, this is something different. Like, this is probably just a straight up live
Just the
stream.
entire playthrough of the game.
I think he must have deleted it or it's on the other guy's channel, but they did every perk in the game, Killer and Survivor, what changes they would make to them with somebody else. That was like 4 hours long because it's like 200 something perks. And it's just something that affects the game. If it's too weak or too useless, they talk about what changes they could make to it. And it's just interesting because he's a very skilled player. He's a very nice player. And he's very knowledgeable. So it's somebody I watch to just to get better at the game that I play a lot of.
Okay, cool.
Would you say he's one of your inspirations, since that's kind of
On Dead by Daylight?
Mostly. When it comes to like the few videos you have done, they're usually centered around Dead by Daylight. Would you say that, like, as a fellow Dead by Daylight content creator, potentially?
Probably not. I think it's just more of this is the game I just tend to play the most of.
Okay.
But he is somebody I watch frequently just to get better at the game. Him and some others. They didn't really make the list. But I also watch people like True Talent. People don't like him for his attitudes and some of his opinions, but he's a very skilled player. Noob3, another skilled player, Survivor, and Otofu are the other ones I've watched. All very skilled, very knowledgeable players. Okay. But he's just the guy who made the list. The next one I have is Mr. Rex. He used to do Skyrim lore videos. But now he does nice deep dives into specific lores of I don't know why it's so hard for me to think of the name of this. It's on the screen everywhere. Dungeons and Dragons. So he'll look at what they don't tell you about the flumps. I don't think I'm pronouncing that correctly. I haven't watched him in just a hot minute just because I'm catching up now. But he'll go through, this is what they tell you in the Monster Manual, a book you have to buy, or this is what they tell you in the books that you can get for the game right now. Because right now you're playing the 5th edition. Ooh, that's not English. Right now you're likely playing the 5th edition of Dungeons and Dragons if you're playing at all. And some of the literature that you can get that is exclusive to the 5th edition doesn't tell you anything about what past editions have said.
Yeah.
So for all you know,
I've actually never played Dungeons and Dragons, and I feel like it would be something that I would actually enjoy.
I've played it a couple times. It's super fun if you realize that you're playing a game with friends and you aren't embarrassed of playing a game with a group of friends.
Yeah, I mean, people at our work played it.
Yeah, there's a group that plays it all the time, and I've not been in.
So like yeah, with the kobolds, a lot of what okay, let's just skip through this. A lot of what the book told you off of my memory was basically they're goblins, but they're skinned like reptiles, and they live underground. But he goes into this is how their tactics work according to the game literature from like 2nd edition. This is what gods they worship. This is how they interact with the world in this way. This is how people see them in general. It gives you so much information to know about the world that you're playing in that the game doesn't tell you itself. Because the game's not going to give you 5,000-page essay on one monster, because who's going to read that? So it's a nice, fairly condensed way, especially if you're like me and you watch it on 2x speed like an idiot. It's a nice, really condensed way to get a lot of information really quickly. And it's just I find it super interesting, like the world building of video games or just anything. World building is something I'm really interested in and something I really like to learn about. So I watch a lot of like Dark Souls 3 lore videos because they're really fun.
Yeah.
The 4th person I've got is Frederick Knudsen. Please forgive me if I haven't pronounced that right, but get a better last name.
Frederick.
I actually have a friend with that same last name, and she just spelled it several times. I'm like, I can't.
Are you sure you pronounced the K? I would assume it would be.
Yeah, pronounced the K.
Yeah, I pronounced the K. Frederick Knudsen.
That's how my friend does as well.
Knudsen.
So he does some of what like Internet Historian did, where he'll cover like internet personalities like Noah Antweiler or Wings of Redemption, but he goes into a very deep look into any one topic. Some of his newer stuff is massively longer, especially the latest two, massively longer in scale. But he'll talk about the Australian wine poisoning, where makers were putting basically antifreeze into their wine bottles to make it sweeter, and yeah, exactly. They'll go into stuff like that, tell you the history about this, or tell you about the history of the
video essays.
Video essays talking about like the first supercomputer to have beaten a grandmaster in chess. And you learn about how it was built, what steps led up to it, the first competition they went to, the rematch, the aftermath. And it's all super interesting stuff that you might not even know you're interested to learn about. But it's like the hurdy-gurdy. I couldn't have cared less about this thing before I watched it, but it's super interesting now that I've seen it.
I actually I found a band. It's a metal band that uses that, and it is.
He might have mentioned it in that video because he mentions a band that does use the hurdy-gurdy.
Yeah, there's this one woman. I think she's from like the Czech Republic or something. Not entirely sure, but it is actually sick as fuck.
You have an idea of a name?
No idea.
No idea. No problem.
No clue. I am so sorry. I can find that later.
Super cool. And it's just something you can watch and think, man, how did this happen? How did this one schizophrenic dude turn into such a meme because he made an operating system? And you can watch how he got to that point. And it's just all really weird and really cool. He talks about just random topics too, like vaporwave, or he talks about anime and furries and how they got started, or even like those kid videos, the family finger videos.
Basically, yeah. So he just finds any sort of thing that he has like a small interest in. He does some research on it and does a video essay, deep dive into. Nice.
It's really cool. He had one on Chris Chan.
There's a couple of those kind of channels that I've seen that I watched.
He's got one on Chris Chan, and I hope he updates it.
Yeah.
The last one on my list here is going to be Oxhorn. Some people have problems with Oxhorn. Some people think he's a very controversial figure. I watch his videos because his videos are good. And what he does, what I watch the most of are going to be his Fallout lore videos, because the world of Fallout is so deep and so complex. He'll go through every terminal, every piece of scrap you can find.
Yeah, I
environmental
like watching those
storytelling.
kind of videos. I mean, they have the same things with like Skyrim, or even just like the Black Ops Zombies storyline.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, this is gonna sound weird. The most Fallout content I've ever watched has been Spiffing Brit breaking the hell out of the game.
I
It is
used to watch
so
a lot of Spiffing Brit. Oh, he's great.
I love Spiffing Brit. He's not on my list, but he was a contender for the list.
I gotta.
Do I have to narrow it down to 5? I'm having a hard time narrowing.
You
my
can
shit.
narrow it
I've
down to
actually
however many
changed
you
it
want,
a
man.
lot.
Can I
changed
group?
This is our channel.
Yeah.
Can I group some together?
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
this
I
is
think
my,
I'm gonna do that.
this type of YouTube content I really like.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna combine.
Yeah. I mean, I sat here and I was scrolling up and down my subscriber feed just to like see which ones I thought should be in the list.
Yeah, because I was just thinking of people that I've watched for a long time that I still enjoy today, and also just people who I really like the type of content they do.
Yeah.
Actually, that's another person. Dang, I have a lot of people that I like a lot because they have such different content.
Yeah.
That's the best thing about YouTube is so many different things. I guess Baker, do you already have kind of more of a list?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, we
So
can start
this
with
is
your
gonna
list
start.
then. But yeah, that's my list. I have a bunch of people subscribed to. You can see it on the screen. I have this many number of people plus 75 more.
I won't be an ass. I'll try to get mine down to at least.
I mean,
to
like
5.
I can do quick honorable mentions, not really go into their channels. I mean, I could have done like political channels, but that's not really something a lot of people are going to be too interested in. If you're interested in it, you're interested in it. If you're not, you really hate it. So it's not really something worth bringing up. But there are channels like Chase the Bro. He does Dark Souls 3 PvP. Really fun, really chill guy. Babish Culinary Universe.
I love Babish.
Does food stuff all the time. I love it. How to drink.
that
I
he
made my
makes-
Tom Collins earlier on this recording session because of how he taught me how to make it.
Binging with Babish, he does the where he makes foods from TV shows and movies.
Oh, that's how I got into him.
Yeah, I see them on my recommenders all the
There's
time.
another couple cooking channels I watch. There's Griffin Gaming, who talks about people's strange or dumb takes on video game related stuff.
Yeah.
There, Found Flicks, who just movie comes out or old movie that he likes, he talks about what happened in that movie and he gives you a good synopsis. It's really good for somebody who's a big weenie baby like me and can't actually watch horror movies, because he does almost
One thing
exclusively
I
horror
am
movies.
disappointed about Dakota is that I was not on your list. I was really hoping
Well,
that.
Obviously, you're on my list. It's just
Yeah,
you're already here, and we've already talked about your channel for like half an hour, for like
that was
45
Somebody
minutes.
channel enough.
That was number 2 through 6.
How long do you want me to talk about Wimpstall?
Jared would love it if it was all about Wimstall.
Yeah.
Not satisfied.
How can I get this back to me?
That's why you're going last on the list, because we've talked about you so much.
Baker's got to make sure he can bring it back to sanity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Baker,
I'm just like-
give us your first one. Give us your first one.
Me?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna see if y'all can guess this. I don't think y'all can. This dude is an audiophile. He talks about
Lost
like
me.
old school music stuff. It is like super into like music. He has a degree in music.
Needle drop.
What's up?
The needle drop.
No.
It's the only person I know that talks about music.
Yeah. Well, it's not about music. It's talking about like headphones.
Oh,
then I probably
my only guess for somebody that talks about that stuff, not as like his main thing, would be Random Frank P.
No. So
Nope,
this is his
lost me.
it's Dank Pods. I
Dank
recommend check-
Pods.
Dank Pods. He's this Australian dude. And
You
he
make a new tab every time. You can't just use the same browser.
If I want
Okay,
somebody to be
yeah.
able to like at the end of this go to the very last tab and say, okay, these are the channels I should be checking out.
yeah, so yeah, he's got
Okay.
1 million subscribers. Good for him. He's also the only creator who I've ever actually subbed to their Patreon for, just because I think he is so funny.
Funny.
He's this Australian dude, and he's like very knowledgeable. In phones, and everything. He has
Okay,
multiple-
is Baker cutting out for you too, Dakota?
A little bit, not probably as bad as I think he is for you, because he just cut out like very, very little at the end there.
Okay.
yeah, that happens. I apologize, but yeah,
I heard that these were actually good. The hemp headphones.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
because of
he
the
talks
way
about
that
it.
it's.
they're actually good. Like, you know,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
talks, but like it's also like it's educational, but it's also so funny. This dude's funniest sense of humor. Like it's like
Good. So he's not just a, hey, this is the product. This is it good or is it bad?
Yeah,
he's got
no,
personality.
it's so yeah. I watch him for the personality.
Okay.
I can't afford half these headphones, and I don't care about most of the stuff, but he is fucking hilarious.
Same.
Right? It's like he's gotten me wanting to get into headphones because I want to hear like this higher quality stuff they talks about, but at the same time, just watching his videos has me rolling constantly. Like it is so funny. Like Cashy's special, those are some of the funniest videos. Cashy's is this like Australian like basically pawn shop, I guess, and it is like some of the funniest shit out there, man.
Oh, he doesn't have a cashews.
No, he only has like 2 episodes of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cashews?
Yeah, Cashy's. He made a song for it. Yeah.
Okay. I'll be sure to check these out.
I discovered him earlier this year, and I went through most of his channel within like 3 days, and so I had to sub to his Patreon. And now every time it comes out, I get super excited to for the new video.
I can already, even just this tiny little preview that probably won't show up too well in the video afterwards, calls the little blue whatever this is a quitter because it falls down on him.
Yeah, it's also
you can already see some personality bleeding through.
Like that rock he has, it's called the One Grit because he was doing like a repair video for an iPod, and he described like the different types of like sandpaper. It's like 1,000 grits so fine, 100 grits so fine, whatever, and that rock just is 1 grit.
There was
if something was acting up, it gets the 1 grit.
There was a Japanese, I think it was Japanese channel I used to watch where he'd like make a knife out of like whatever material. Like he made a knife out of milk, and like a knife out of like bones, whatever.
Yeah,
one of them I think he did out of like panties.
He made it a bunch of different knives, just like cardboard.
And
or whatnot.
he uses that grit stone and sands it down to like the 100,000 grit stone that's smooth as butter. And he just slices up whatever the pig slices up stuff with the panty knife.
Yeah, it's so like
that reminds me of that.
So like this has become one of my favorite channels. Everything he does is just fantastic. Like, I'm a big fan of Dank Pods.
Okay, Dank Pods, I like that. I might have to check that out.
Yeah, I very much recommend it.
Okay, I think we're done with the guessing phase. Hit me with your next one. We'll have We'll guess Jared's top one.
All right. The next one I'm gonna go for is just a standard gaming channel. It's called.
All right, you're gonna have to repeat that entire thing.
Yeah, I have to repeat that.
You cut out after it's just standard gaming channel.
Yeah, it's a standard gaming channel. It's Call Me Kevin. He's an Irish dude.
I think I've heard the name.
Yeah. So his biggest thing is his Sims playthrough, which I'm not gonna get into because you could probably make a lore video on. It is
cut out again.
But he just plays a bunch of different games, and it's just like his personality's interesting. He's fun to watch.
Darkest mod in Sims history.
Yeah, that's not exactly, but it's just like plays games, and they're all usually very funny, and it's just a fun channel to watch.
Gotcha.
I watch most of his videos. That's why I put it like pretty high on my list.
Okay.
Yeah, good channel, funny dude.
Seems kind of sort of like not trying to break the game, but kind of sort of the type of gameplay that Spiffing Brit kind of does.
Yeah, I think Spiffing Brit actually mentions him a couple of times. I think he's it's that type of thing. It's just he does break a lot of games whenever it just like presents itself.
Yeah, when it presents itself, he's not going out of his way to probably.
Yeah,
that's not the main focus of the channel.
Yeah,
gotcha.
All right, and so here I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna get another drink. Tell me the name of it so I can pull it up though.
What was that?
I'll go with Lethamyr first.
Sorry.
Lethamyr, Lethamyr.
You gave me a puzzle.
So, he is a former pro Rocket League player. He is still probably good enough to be pro. He's insanely good at Rocket League, but he makes custom maps, custom game modes, stuff like that, which I wish Psyonix would merge into the game, right? Make like a sandbox mode because he makes some like the funniest game modes and does he designs everything himself. It's really interesting stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like he made like like racing maps. He's made rings maps, which teach you how to like aerial in the game, like dodgeball, different game modes for it. It's really cool shit. And it's just another thing.
Honestly, if they had that in actual Rocket League, then I'd probably play it more.
Yeah.
It's just I kind of get bored of just playing normal games.
Yeah, that's the thing is I wish Psyonix would introduce it because people like you would be willing to play the game more, give the game a shot. Because those things are fun when you can get them to work, but it's a pain in the ass to get them to work, right?
Yeah, it's because I enjoy Rumble. Rumble's fun, but after a while it gets boring because it is the same thing. It's just that Rocket League, it's basically the same thing over and over again. I mean, you can say it with a lot of games, but I feel like at least unless you start getting really good at the game and you start going to do aerials and shit like that, you're doing the literal exact same thing, just chasing the ball around because you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
I think the thing, like you're talking about, yeah, it's pretty repetitive, but a lot of games are. Call of Duty at the end of the day is 5 people shooting guns at 5 other people. But it's got so much variety in it because of the guns that you can select, the attachments you can select, the maps you play on that are all different. But Rocket League is a couple cars shooting the goal into the thing.
They're the same because it's a soccer field.
But see, I love Rocket League.
It's super fine-tuned Rocket League, but it's not a lot out of that fine-tuning.
Yeah. But so that's just the thing is like that's why I like his stuff because he spices the game up quite a bit, and so his stuff is very interesting.
He's doing what Rocket League needs to do.
yeah, exactly. Rocket League needs to take him and just make him part of the team, right? He's just everything he does is really interesting. Another Rocket League channel, that's not one of my 5 that I just recommend checking, is Sunless Khan. It's fucking your computer's gonna die.
Man,
I've got the processor. I got the RAM.
I want to see this news article. I want to see what this man got arrested for.
Too late. Sunless Khan. No, KH. Yeah, you'll find it there. It's that.
This is just a news article. Someone getting arrested.
Man shooting for murder and shooting near nightclub in Bend. Where's Bend?
Near a nightclub. Where did he actually do the shooting?
Yeah, he was he was near a nightclub, the school next door.
He was actually at the maternity ward, but it's close to a nightclub.
Yeah, but he is like the highest quality Rocket League content you get. Like one of the videos you see there, so I made fake RLCS, which is their the competitive Rocket League, and he basically made a full stream that looked real, but it was like just memeing everything, and it was like you saw there like the fucking Oscar wire mobile. All right, it's just like funny shit, right? It just
So this guy's more pro than the other guy's. More maps, cool stuff, interesting new add-ons to it. This is still more base game.
Yeah, this is more base game. It's just like he makes interesting content out of the base game. But they play together a lot. They do stuff like that occasionally. It's a combination. He also looks a lot like Seth Rogen. Is a big claim of his.
I wouldn't say so.
2 months ago, why I'm quitting Rocket League, and then.
Oh no, that's a meme.
I was gonna say it's gotta be a meme.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Who do you got?
All right. So I guess going down 4 here. I'm gonna go with
tabs.
Thoughty. Yeah, you're done making tabs. Jesus Christ.
No, I'm not on Chrome. We're all right.
I'm gonna go with Thoughty 2. TH
what?
Spelt like you're thinking thought. Yeah, not that Thoughty. Yeah,
Thoughty 2 pulls right up. There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry, wrong Thoughty.
Yeah. This is kind of like some stuff you were talking about earlier. He just topic he finds interesting, he makes a video about, right?
Oh, okay. Why is this movie about to be unwrapped? Okay, I'm already interested.
Yeah. And so it's just interesting stuff. It's and it's all over the place. It's psychopath who invented your favorite breakfast, or the slime that could really stuff like that. It's just interesting.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, probably not. He's not building a Jurassic Park.
Yeah, but he goes into a deep dive about that topic, right? About
he'll probably talk about if it's even possible.
That's the thing. It's the title of the video is just kind of the opener, gets you interested, and then goes deep topic about it.
I get you.
Yeah. He also has a mustache I'm very envious of, so that's
what
I think I know what this one is about. Because it's not at all what the thumbnails probably looks like it's implying, but there is a slime or algae mold. I forget exactly what it is. that they started using for like city planning.
Yeah,
For-
that's exactly what that's about.
All right, I nailed it.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
like
that's
they've
exactly what
noticed,
the
like
video
if you put like for like Jared or whoever's not seeing this, you've got they started putting out like they've even done this with real maps of real cities and real places. Like New York, you put them in downtown. You put this mold in downtown, and you put like its food source or whatever in the other side of the map. It'll grow to show you like the quickest route to get there, and quickest route, the easiest route to get there will be the thickest line, and then the rest of it will just be a thinner line or not even get there at all. And so it tells you like the quickest way to get there. It's really cool. It's doing it. It's super cool. It's a biological like supercomputer in that regard that it does that specific task really, really well.
That's really interesting. That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. It's super interesting. Like stuff like that is just Russell's my Jimmy's the right way.
Yeah, I mean I get that shit in my recommended like random science stuff, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna get educated. I like
I've
learning
got
things.
SciShow on my list. SciShow. I think I've had Quartz Kazart for a while. I don't know if I still do. I haven't seen them in a minute.
Yeah.
But stuff like that is super cool.
Yeah, so this is I like his channel. It's also very well made, like well recorded. The quality is there, and it's usually very well researched as well. And so it's a good channel, and I will listen to this when I'm going to bed pretty often, right?
Yeah.
It also has a soothing voice, and so it's just like I put it on, I lay down, I listen to stuff as I fall asleep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fall asleep to the big, strong words of his voice.
Yeah.
Another tab.
And you have a last one, right?
Yes. So this is he has a bunch of channels. I think I showed you all
Yeah.
earlier. It's Simon Whistler, but I go with Brain Blaze as the channel to actually look up.
Oh, so we are putting him in this.
Yeah, I decided to throw him.
Brain Blaze?
Yeah. So this is the dude's name is Simon
He's got
Whistler.
a bunch
He has like
of channels,
80
but-
fucking channels, right? But that's because every channel has its own thing, and he uploads consistently with all of them. Like he has a big team working for him.
That's a lot of work. Okay, he's got a big team, but even like Linus Tech Tips only has like 5 channels tops.
Yeah, and he does the recordings for all of it. Like he's the one doing the recording, right? So he has a bunch of people who research the videos, stuff like that. And so these are well researched videos, but he also has like this channel specifically has a lot of his personality in it, right? And so there's a lot of jokes. He gets off, like he kind of gets on tangents, but they're funny as hell. It's very interesting to list like his videos because it's like he will sit there and just roast the shit out of like whatever he's talking about. This channel used to be called Business Plays because it used to be like take a business topic and then it's like what the fuck did y'all do? But it's like good to watch. But he realized he had enough content that wasn't business related that just became Brain Blaze.
Huh.
He has a bunch of channels that are some are more serious than this one. This is my favorite because it's probably the least serious while still being like good.
Interesting. Yeah.
Still being quality.
Yeah. And I think this channel made the rest of his channels better because now his personality comes out more in other channels as well. And so instead of him just like reading a script, he'll kind of interject his own thoughts into it. He also has a true crime podcast called The Casual Criminalist that I listen to at work all the time. Right there, yeah. And is like I like it because it's like it's talking about stuff, but he's like
People keep telling me to get into these kind of podcasts. I'm gonna
Sword and Scale. Sword and Scale's another one.
Sword and Scale.
This one is more casual than Sword and Scale. You can listen to this without, you know.
Some of the Sword and Scale episodes will piss you the hell off, or will make you just cringe, or make you super depressed.
Yeah.
Hold on, am I being pissed off at like the host or like what happened?
What happens?
The people,
Okay.
The people in that in the situation,
Yeah,
like
so,
whether
like-
it's the 911 operator or the murderer, the crazy person, or one of just another person they interview in like the news or whatnot. Because they take a lot of interrogations, clips from the news or court hearings or whatnot.
A lot
and
of
they use them in it.
911 calls that those
Yeah,
people
911
post
calls.
chilling things.
Yeah.
Like those are the ones that I have to go back to the Casual Criminalist because the information's just as good, but you don't like go holy fuck afterwards. So you make jokes about it, or he does everything blind. He goes into it as a cold read, so he's trying to figure out what's gonna happen while you're listening, And so you can kind of be like, oh, that's a good point. So that's why I like the Casual Criminalist a little more. But the Sword Scale is also very good. I've listened to that as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess not many people listen to Sword and Scale on YouTube because they're really big on Spotify and everything. I guess only 24.8K subscribers on YouTube. I mean, they are literally just a podcast. They don't do anything else. I don't think they do any visuals or whatnot.
That's probably like way best. For
Yeah,
me.
these are
Oh
all
yeah, they have little shorts.
They got little shorts ones, but you can see like hovering over this one, it doesn't give you any changes.
Yeah.
And that's honestly probably like best for me because I won't be tempted to start staring at my phone at work.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just go on Spotify. They have
I don't
all
have
their
it.
shit there. Oh, okay.
I don't have anything
Well,
against it. I just don't have it. Why would I get it when I got
Spotify,
YouTube?
I'm pretty sure they're on like almost all podcasts. Wherever you listen to podcasts, they're probably
YouTube.
there.
Yeah.
YouTube. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, well then
Well, the
YouTube.
thing with Casual Criminalist is that his editor also puts in visuals,
Sorry, one more time.
and so you can kind of see like, the pictures of the people and stuff like that. It makes it kind of interesting.
Oh, they put in like their mugshots or like the
Stuff like that. Yeah,
like
yeah.
the victim's like Facebook profile 2 weeks before or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, they're not posting anymore.
Yeah. Another British dude who I'm envious of the facial hair. You know, that's just kind of a theme with mine.
Spiffing Brit. Sorry.
No one knows what he looks like, but I'm assuming
Yorkshire.
he has
Well,
great
he
hair.
looks like the Yorkshire tea.
Yeah.
He is just a
I guess
bag.
as a what'd you call them? Honorary mention. Spiffing Brit's definitely on there.
Oh, definitely.
Let's Game It Out is like the effort he
think
puts
we
into all his
pulled that
videos
up
are just
earlier.
fantastic. I also watched some like exercise videos, so like Athlean X is fantastic. Athlean, like athlete,
Oh,
like athlean, like lean, and then X.
Ath as in athlete.
ATH
ATH.
LEAN X. There you go.
Athlete.
look, man.
I'm trying to look like
Yo, we got 3 brain cells. I never said why I had any of them.
Yeah. and then-
Why do I think athlete started with an F or an AF?
Because
And
you're
so I get a lot of my exercise ideas from him.
and 12.1 mil.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. There's a
You're
big
not
community for this
doing-
type of stuff.
So is this stuff I should be doing to increase
I
the
would
weight on my
recommend
bench
watching
faster?
his videos, right? At the end of
Watch
all of them, he
his
tries to
videos.
sell you his plan, but if you watch his videos, you'll get all that information as well. So like,
Scamming himself, really.
he makes plenty of money off of it. But he is a physical therapist, right? So he's incredibly knowledgeable.
Big mistake. This is the kind of
Yeah.
stuff I need to watch.
Yeah. I'm
But
never,
I
like,
think,
going,
yeah,
I'm not
after
getting-
this, I'm definitely going into the other room and getting on the bench for a bit.
Oh, I'm doing abs after this because I was gonna do legs today, but then we're doing this instead. So I'm do some abs tonight, then hit legs tomorrow.
I was thinking the last time I
I'm
did
gonna
it,
sleep with this.
before I started, I was like, okay, this one I should be perfectly fine, do this, and then next time put on more weight. And I was like, I don't think I'm quite ready to put on more weight next time. We'll do this one more time.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a spot or anything, so I can't like do like a max set, but I try to do it until like I'm about to probably suicide.
Yeah. Yeah.
Suicide by
No,
not being able to
anymore.
pull the bar up high enough.
The thing I like about this guy though is that he's been doing it for a long time. He's videos. So if there's like literally anything, it's like, man, I'm not getting my delt well enough. You just look up him delts and you'll find
I don't
tons
even
of
know what a
videos.
delt
where
is.
there's detail about
Is it on your arms?
it. Yeah.
I got it, baby.
Uh, yeah, he has so much information, and I think he has type of
Why do you
shit.
keep-
So
You cut out one
Cutting
more
out.
time, we're gonna have to talk about it now.
I'm so sorry.
See, this is another reason why I want to record with Audacity because then he won't cut out in his recording.
Is he recording it?
I'm not.
Well, no, that's why I'm saying for next.
Oh,
time.
like he could send it. He could send his recording of his voice to me, and I could just slide that in.
Yes, that's what I was saying. Is we
Gotcha.
do Audacity, we 1, 2, 3 clap so that we're synced for when you put it in editing software, and then go from there. So then even if he does cut out on Discord, his recording will have his voice, and you'll be able to hear it.
You know what? You're a smart man.
I
don't
know.
think-
See, that's the
I
reason
don't
why
think
you have
Baker
me
gives
as
you
part
enough
of this,
credit.
because I know how to do content stuff.
All right. You ain't gotta have me like that.
Okay, here I'll give my my list. Well, I guess first thing is we were talking about KR Speedy earlier. He's been one of the like gaming channels I've been watching for the longest time, and I guess probably one of the reasons why I even like wanted to made the gaming videos is KR Speedy. This is his this is his main channel. But see, he doesn't post much on here anymore. He's actually trying to catch up on his 2020 best of. He does like by month.
Oh, okay. No,
And on his other channel, the KWire Speedy channel, that's where he takes basically clips from his stream.
yeah,
Like,
well,
he'll
it's
take parts of his stream.
definitely easier, quicker to be able to just dump it and have content
dude,
available.
He posts like sometimes multiple times a day. He posts twice a day.
Yeah, it's a lot of content.
Every day. He streams twice a day, every day.
Really?
For hours.
Oh my lord, that's a busy man.
He's he
He's on that
never had
grind.
under 1,000 viewers on Twitch.
He's on that grind, man.
Yeah. And then
That was your inspiration.
I'd say I'll group him and then like let me go back to my list. I'm Suda and Crispy Concords because those are other gaming channels. I'd say Suda the most because his editing and like the way he edits his videos, I very much enjoy it, and it's very much how I strive to be, as I just strive to be that good. As well as when it comes to Crispy, and I think Suda made one as well.
captions.
Yeah, the subtitles are very, very good. I think Crispy Concords made a video, a improv or Discord improv video. I think Tranium as well. He plays with them, and that's kind of where I got the idea of the improv Discord thing. But I felt like doing more. I don't think the way they did it, I kind of wanted to tweak it.
Quick tangent. You've played Phantasmophobia. Is this like a mod?
Phasmophobia?
Look, man.
No, you can do VR.
No. Him being the monster or the ghost.
No. Okay, so the premise of this video is Suda has a soundboard, and he had someone make some sound clips of like the ghostly voice in the game saying their name. So this guy his name is Hyper, or his YouTube name is Hyper. His name is Colin though, and so he has a soundboard thing that goes Colin.
I like that.
So he thinks like, how the fuck does the ghost know my name in game?
I like that.
It's pretty fucking hilarious. It's
I'm gonna
pretty
go
awesome.
and check that out, definitely.
Yeah, Suda in general, like
I'm
his
keeping these
Omegle
tabs
videos
open
are
not only for the viewer but mostly for myself for later. Shut up.
his
I would
videos
forget.
are
I'll look at these
hilarious.
like 3 weeks later, say, "Why am I sub to this dude? I've never heard of him."
Yeah, his Omegle videos are pretty goddamn hilarious. Overall, he's just very creative. I mean, that's why he takes so long on putting his videos out. He puts out like once every couple months because he says he's super perfectionist. He likes to have, he has high standards for
I
the
have
content he
heard
puts out.
that a lot about. I didn't keep like any of the tabs I had from my people.
Another
up.
person that's like that
Internet
is,
historian, I've been told, is very much a perfectionist, and that's why
yeah,
his
same
videos
with
take forever
Fitz.
now.
Fitz is another gaming channel that's very similar.
You say Fitz?
He's very perfectionist. He
I
posts
like Fitz. I've never really watched his channel, but I see him in videos with Cryos, who I watch.
the Misfits podcast overall. It's like one of my favorite podcasts. 'Cause, I mean, Baker is the one who got me to listen to it. It's just very chill. It's kind of like what I would say we're kind of
Striving to do.
is just talking about whatever we want to. Different because they travel a lot. They go do a lot of things, go a lot of conventions, so they talk about those stories a lot. Obviously, we don't.
They made their entire podcast because of one story called the Poland story, and if you have not listened to it, I cannot recommend it enough. It is
another very good
so
podcast to listen to.
Now, are these Misfits are different than
The band, yes.
The band, okay, because that's
Yes,
what I
yes,
was
I-
thinking of when you said the Misfits. I was
Yes,
like,
I probably
artists
should.
are just
for
doing
anyone
podcasts now?
that doesn't know the difference, there is a band called the Misfits. They make good music, but then you have this group of, I guess, YouTubers that are also called the Misfits.
I've never actually seen the Misfits band either. I just from what I had heard about them, I probably wouldn't have cared for
Yeah.
them. I see this dude dressed up with
It's
the
Swagger
whole thing
Souls.
is like, is this-
Swagger
Swagger
Souls. And so whenever he goes out somewhere, he's a Templar outfit entirely with a helmet.
Oh, I
Cut out.
love Swagger. Swagger's great.
Yeah.
Okay, and then so beyond that, besides like the kind of gaming channels, long time I've been watching Jack's Films. Jack's Films has always been a very high tier channel.
I'll tell you what, I think this
especially
is the...
lately.
I'm almost certain that Jack's Films was in one of the videos that they talked about their favorite channels. That or somebody's guess, I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah, his channel
Has
kind of
lately
got bad for a
started-
little bit, but it's getting a lot better again.
Yeah, because he started doing the blind reading, and I think that's helped a lot.
What made his channel bad for a while?
It was just
Just
he was
stale.
just repetitive. Yeah, it was getting repetitive. But he switched to now have having blind readings of because do you watch Jack's Films or have you ever seen Jack's Films, Dakota?
Never really at all.
Okay, so he does Yesterday I Asked You. So he'll ask a question like where's
Here's
one
one.
of them.
Yesterday I asked you.
okay, no, the final, because that one's the title's different. The final Smash Bros. Fighter. So then he will go on Twitter. People will go on Twitter and they will tell like jokes like, oh, fucking Mario's asshole is the new fighter.
Or I guess like from the hovering of the thumbnail, the ant under those cookies.
Yeah.
is carrying
So
them
so he's basically reacting to that now.
all.
Instead
okay.
of before he would pick them himself, but now he has Discord mods. They will get them together and then he will see them for the first time on video.
Gotcha. So like before, he would pick them out by hand and then try to pretend like he's never seen them before and then react to them.
Yeah,
But it doesn't really work because people can tell.
yeah.
Now that it's actually blind, you get his reactions out of it, and it's actually a lot better.
Yeah, blind
Well,
reactions,
because-
I'd have to say are way
Because,
better.
before it wasn't even like he was trying to make it seem like he's seen it for the first time. It's just that he's not going to be like, oh, this is super hilarious the third time he's seen it.
Yeah. Because it's hard to have that genuine first reaction again. Well, it's impossible to have that genuine first reaction again.
And then another one very basic. I'm definitely going over 5. Another one very basic, PewDiePie. I've just always liked PewDiePie. I think
I'm not even
he's
going to pull it up. We all know who PewDiePie is now.
Yeah, I think he's a very good person, and no matter whether because he doesn't do gaming now anymore, like at all. I mean, he does play video games sometimes, but that's not the main thing that's on his channel. It's mainly just about his personality. Whatever he talks about, he reacts to stuff.
I would like to point out that he has over 1 million subscribers.
100 million? Jeez.
Over a
Yeah.
million.
My man. I used to watch him years and years ago, and then I just kind of naturally fell out of it. And
Yeah, there was a point where I stopped watching for a long time.
I could probably come back and
he
not
went-
care.
He went through
but
like an edgy phase. He went through like an edgy phase, when Filthy Frank was big.
Okay.
And so it was all those Filthy Frank. What is it? What's his name? Content Cop. What is his name?
iDubbbz?
iDubbbz. Yes, like all those edgy YouTubers like were the big thing. He kind of went through an edgy phase, and that's when I kind of stopped watching because I wasn't really enjoying it. But he's definitely a lot better now. I like his personality a lot. I think he's grown a lot as a person because he had all those controversies. And people will be like, "Oh, PewDiePie's a fucking racist. Like PewDiePie is anti-Semitic." I'm like, no, he's just done some dumb shit that people misconstrued as that. And yeah, he probably shouldn't have done it because I think one of the big things was his when Fiverr was first getting big, the whole anti-Semitic thing, like PewDiePie being anti-Semitic, was he was on Fiverr and he was testing basically what is the limits of what people will do for $5 or like for the money on this new app. And so there's these Indian dudes, and you would just give them a couple of dollars, and you would tell them what they want to write on the side, and they would write it on a sign, and they would yell it. And he said something about the Jews, like let's kill all Jews or whatnot. Don't take that out of context.
I'm clipping that.
Yeah, clip that one. And people took that as him being like, oh yeah, PewDiePie wants them to kill all Jews or whatever. And it's like, yeah, he maybe he probably shouldn't have said that or had those guys say that. It is kind of a sensitive thing, but also it doesn't mean he's
It wasn't the point of the video.
Yeah, and there's other been things. He said the N-word on stream once.
I have
but
seen that clip.
I've seen that clip too.
Yes,
It's
it's not like he's done that on multiple occasions. He obviously immediately after he said it realized what he said and was like, "God damn it, I slipped."
And I think people are being unfairly gatekeeping these sorts of things.
It's just because he's one of the biggest YouTubers. You know, I'm sure if someone that had like 30 people watching him, no one will give a shit. It's just no matter if you're the biggest YouTuber, anything you do, you're probably gonna have like hundreds of thousands of people telling you you're a terrible person.
I think kind of the opposite is true. Well, I think it doesn't matter what side you are. I think if somebody like latches onto you, you said something bad or you did something bad, some people will latch onto you and follow you forever. And indefinitely after that point, trying to make sure that you can no longer progress. I think it's important. I think it's really good to call these sorts of things out. Like, yeah, he definitely shouldn't have been saying that. Especially shouldn't have been saying it on the stream. Just in general, shouldn't have been saying it. But you can't say we're going to permanently bar him from anything ever going from this point. You need to have a way back for people.
Yeah, I mean the biggest thing is YouTube. YouTube has kind of fucked him. I mean, he's the biggest YouTuber or YouTube channel that's not
biggest,
like an organization.
Independent content creator.
Yeah, and they, whenever after that whole situation with the stream, they pulled. They have the YouTube Red series. They had the Scare PewDiePie season 1, and they were having season 2. And they pulled it. It was completely finished. So hundreds of hours.
Disney pull out on something they were doing with him, like some actual network company.
He had like some sponsorship.
Yeah, Disney cut that started all the monetization issues a while back. That cut all their sponsorships.
Headpocalypse.
The Apocalypse.
Yeah, the last time I really checked on him was when everybody was pushing the sub to him because of T-Series.
Yeah.
And I opened it up, I scrolled down a little bit, I clicked the video, one of the first things I saw was, oh, it's the sponsor eagle. I was like, well, he didn't do sponsors like this before, I think I'm out.
Yeah, I mean, overall...
I really should give him another fair shake.
Yeah, he definitely... And I like the relationship he has with his editor, because he doesn't edit his own videos anymore, but in that place, Sive, his editor, is like a character in his videos. He talks to him in recordings and whatnot. I don't know. Overall,
I've seen that kind of thing with some other channels.
Very good personality.
Yeah, he's always had a really big personality.
Though.
Yeah.
Ignoring sub count, I would say Mr. Beast is a much more influential creator than PewDiePie.
Oh yeah, because I mean,
I feel like there's a controversy with PewDiePie.
Most of his subscribers are probably no longer active, on YouTube and whatnot in general.
Yeah.
But I'd say if there's a controversy with PewDiePie versus a controversy with way big, the Mr. Beast be a way bigger deal because he is currently way larger on the platform, right? What he says has more sway now than PewDiePie does.
And I think it's because of how these channels have built each other at this point. Because now people acknowledge that PewDiePie is kind of sort of this guy who has done these things, who has said these things. But Mr. Beast is the guy who's giving out free thousands of dollars and he's helping kids with charities and such. Yeah. It's a very different kind of ecosystem they've thrust themselves into.
I also think that Mr. Beast will probably pass him in subscriber count.
Mr. Beast said he'd delete his channel before he lets that happen.
Well, if Mr. Beast gets anywhere near, if he changes his mind and says, I'm giving $500 to the next 200 people that sub to me, I'm subbing.
Knowing him, the fact is he takes all the money he gets from YouTube, he puts directly back into his videos pretty much, and he doesn't take much of it for himself.
Yeah.
Knowing him, he would do something crazy like delete a channel with 110 million subscribers.
He definitely has money himself. Definitely put money.
Even if you took 10% of whatever money you're making, if you're still racking in $100,000, it's still $10,000 every video.
Yeah. I guess here I'll go next. We can pull away from PewDiePie. Everyone knows PewDiePie.
I don't know how we spent so much time on PewDiePie. I thought it was gonna be a really quick brief. Everybody knows him. Let's just move on.
so Baker knows this one. Michael Reeves. I love Michael Reeves. As well in the same kind of category. Stuff made here.
The laser guy. The guy of the Roomba.
Yeah.
He definitely was on their list. Okay. I thought
Michael Reeves.
I didn't want to expose that I don't know how to spell Michael. Hey, perfect.
There you go.
Dude,
I was like, why are you going through all this trouble?
it's like, but right now the distance between his videos is so
Yeah.
good.
I'll be honest.
Baker's just cutting out continuously. It's gonna be like 90% of Baker's conversation is gonna be so hard to understand because like every third word.
Well, he's cutting out a lot worse for you than he is for me, I think, because he's
Oh, really?
mostly
Okay.
fine for me.
Okay. As long as that's the case, then. Yeah, Michael Reeves. I mean, he just makes random fucking robots out of whatever. He has an idea, he makes it. He's super fucking smart. It's pretty crazy. But Stuff Made Here is another channel like that. He's a little more serious side,
fantastic.
but
He's
he
a little more
makes.
family friendly.
And also, he definitely. I mean, he worked as someone who does this for a living for years and years before this channel.
Okay.
He's very smart and he's very capable. Like he made a bow and arrow that does not miss. Well, I mean, it basically has aimbot. He made a basketball hoop that you can always score
I
no
have
matter what you
seen
hit.
this. Or I
Yeah,
saw like a prototype or something that wasn't working fully yet.
Yeah, he has a lot of different stuff. It's super cool. Yeah, automatic hoop.
Or
And then,
the baseball
Yeah,
bat with
looking
the
at that
like
one.
22 round in it. That when he hits it, just bam.
yeah, the fucking baseball bat that always gets a home run. A haircut robot. These are just super cool. I could never imagine being able to do this stuff.
This is like Japan in the next 5 years, guaranteed.
This is like a child's dream. Just having an idea of like, oh yeah, I want to make a bow and arrow that has aimbot, and just doing it.
Automatic pull stick versus strangers. What? You walk into the bar carrying this. They're gonna put their hand on your chest.
And so I think what he eventually did as well is made it to where you could play with someone else that would be using like an app on their phone. So like the stick would move or whatnot, so that they could play, and you could play against someone
okay.
using one pull stick and not being together.
Yeah, I get you. That's really cool.
The lockpicking lawyer.
Yeah.
So
Love
he
that
made
guy.
he made that collab video. He made go back to his channel real quick. Go back to his
So many tabs.
because he was trying to make a lock that's unpickable, and so they did a collaboration video where he sends him the shit, and then on Lockpicking Lawyer's channel, he actually picks it.
I was gonna say, it's not like he made an unpickable lock. If he did, he'd be a billionaire now.
It's an attempt, yeah. But I mean, he had some pretty good ideas, and the Lockpicking Lawyer, well, after he
Probably in like
figured it
4
out.
minutes.
Figured out the flaws. Basically, he kind of cheesed his way through because it wasn't really he picked the lock. He just figured out like the flaws in the lock, which I guess is lockpicking.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the first video I think I saw the lockpicking lawyer pick. He didn't pick. It was like an Amazon Basic safe.
Mm-hmm.
He never picked the lock. There's just like a safety key, like in case the batteries die or is melted or some shit. And it found out like you can basically fit like a big pin into that safety key, and it just unlocked the safe. He didn't pick the lock, but he opened it with the key.
Yeah, they're exploiting the flaws of a safe.
And I think that's still very, very important to like show off, but
Definitely.
because I was looking at that safe before I stumbled upon that.
And I guess for my final two, I have two to get some variety in types of content. Steve Reviews.
Never heard of it.
He does movie reviews, but he reviews like weird movies, like the most random. You'll see. It's like these strange ass
Help
movies,
on the
especially
fish.
you go down some. Oh, okay. You don't have to go quite that far down. Where is it? I'm trying to look. Let's see.
Yeah, like who's ever heard of this?
Yeah. Well, no, but there's a lot of these. Here, go down more.
Hey, last time I got told I went down too far.
Or even go to his home so you can see this is his most popular videos. Go to his homepage. Like, yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah, the banned Teletubbies episode with this creepy ass lion.
really? That's kind of wild.
Why can't I find it? Go. See, what we should have done is I should share my screen for this part for me.
Look, man, what
Steve.
video are you looking for?
Reviews. I don't know the name of the movie. I just know what it looks like. Let me find it. Steve reviews. Videos. Okay,
This
scroll
is
down
the
real
part of the
quick.
charm. We got 3
Oh,
brain
okay,
cells,
okay,
man.
okay. Felidae. It's this movie about cats. But see, the thing is, there are these cartoons, and there's some gory ass cartoons or cartoons that are definitely not for kids,
Jesus, yeah.
or they're
Just tell them the
advertised for
thumbnail.
kids. Yeah, like this. There's literally like cats fucking each other in this movie.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, just save that for later.
Well, yeah, he reviews these messed up movies, and it's just really interesting because some of them are honestly really good, even though they're like really dark movies. Like Mary and Max is a very dark movie.
Mhm.
Paddock is a very dark movie. It's just interesting to see.
Oh,
'Cause
I
I'm
could
always
watch the
totally
full
never
movie.
gonna watch half these movies. Yeah, Felidae. It's actually the full movie's on YouTube. Maybe we should watch it sometime.
We'll do. Get this channel deleted for copyright infringement.
Yeah.
We'll at least be doing commentary over so we can fight back the copyright strike.
But it's definitely interesting to see some of these movies because they're otherwise. I mean, like I can't imagine having seen this normally because he does this other one. Is about what is it? Plague Dogs. It's watching that one. If I was a child and I had seen that for the first time on my own,
Oh god. Yeah.
I'd be scarred for life.
Isle of the Dogs, maybe?
That's another. No,
This is
it was
horrifying, but is this the right one?
Yeah, the Plague Dogs. Yeah.
Oh. Well, I can scan through it real quick. We see Bloody Man and we see credits.
Let me bring my last one, and my last one is Salmonella. I'm
Oh,
so
I
sad.
love
because
Sam.
He,
I just
he
thought he'd
does
be like
not
somebody
post
really,
anymore.
really obvious that you guys would
He
know
does
of.
not post anymore.
He's busy with school is the update I heard.
That is okay.
So like once he's done with school, he's gonna be
Because
slapping up some
he
videos.
talks about random like historical things, like weird historical events or people or concepts or anything like that, and he puts them in this simple, easy to digest video with these beautiful drawings and animation. Yeah, there's even just like dog breeds.
Yeah, I love this video.
Yeah, the dog breed deformities. But then these random historical events that I've never heard of, or even just random facts like fruits
Or
that can kill you.
Like other culture things.
Yeah,
like,
other cultures.
Really nice, really
It-
educational, easy to digest.
And very funny.
Oh my lord. This dude's got some dry humor.
Yeah, no, he hasn't posted in a year. He has not posted in a year, and it makes me
I've
very
never
sad.
heard of him. I'll check this out later, definitely.
Oh, I
Very
would absolutely
funny.
suggest it.
Very funny.
I mean, he's got another
Has a
channel.
new Xbox video
what
out,
is this
so I'm watching
channel?
that first.
I've seen probably every video on his channel, and I'm tempted to just go watch through again. I love him.
What the heck?
Probably. He's okay. Cool. Rick.
Well, he's got this under his featured channels, but it has no
Yeah.
content to it.
That's fine.
I knew he had a Samo vlog.
Even then, he hasn't posted in a year.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this one's actually probably closer to 2 years now.
Yeah.
But
Well,
this
yeah,
is more of
that's
his.
my list. I don't think I have anybody else. Let me look at my honorable mentions. Yeah, I have a lot of channels that I like. William Osmond is very similar to Michael Reeves.
Who now?
William Osmond.
William
Big
Osmond.
fan.
He's
He is a
he does,
X-ray machine.
yeah, he made his own X-ray machine.
Wow, that's cool. Real human bone. Can a car window break your finger? Probably, dude.
Go back to the homepage. I love that the video. How much sawdust can you put in a Rice Krispie before you notice there's sawdust in your Rice Krispie?
100% sawdust.
I don't remember who it was, but someone did a similar thing. Was how much piss can be in your beer before you taste that there's piss in your beer?
I'm sorry, is this Michael
Yeah.
Reeves here?
But what they
Oh, yeah,
what
he-
they did,
He used to be roommates.
they used to
Okay.
be roommates because William Osmond's house burnt down.
Oh. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Poor
Yeah, and it
dude.
seems like he has a Mark Rober.
Was it from like a failed experiment or just some other
No,
kind of catastrophe?
No,
I
it's the
always
California
feel
wildfires.
California. Yeah.
Gotcha, gotcha. Just California things.
Yeah.
Well, with the beer thing, they basically made something that tastes as similar to piss as they could.
Well, they
then
probably
used
like
that.
bought urea. I think urea is just a like element or something you can get.
Yeah,
I don't think it
They
necessarily
explained
has
the
to come
video.
from PP.
No, but you can look at his current videos right now. Just like
William Osmond.
yeah, it's just like building my own X-ray machine. I built an X-ray machine. People are mad.
Yeah,
People are.
that's the whole video was about. I was talking. People were being babies about certain things in his video.
Why?
Because people are babies.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically talking about the normal comments he probably gets on most of his videos. He's just kind of fucking tired of it.
The only thing I can think of people complaining about is like if they don't understand how much radiation that's actually putting out.
Yeah,
they
well,
can
there was
change
the
it.
guy- There was a guy claiming that it wasn't safe. There was guys claiming that he was faking it. There was people saying, "Oh,
We
you're a
always gonna have
dumbass
that.
for using." Oh, one of the parts was you're a dumbass for using a flat head shovel to try to dig a hole. He's like,
Oh,
it's the
yeah,
only
that was one.
it wasn't like a big part of the video.
Everybody is always going to claim it's fake. Somebody's going to watch this video and say, "Huh, that model in the corner of the screen, that's not a real person. That's fake. Can't do that."
So we got through our lists. How far? How long have we been going?
We have been going for just under 2 minutes 5. Or sorry, 2 minutes. 2 hours 5 minutes.
Like, man, we've only been going 2 minutes. We still got fucking an hour and 58 minutes left.
When you clock in at 7 o'clock, work for 9 hours straight. It's 7:21.
Well, I guess we can just save anything else we have for.
Oh yeah,
for-
we can
Yeah,
say.
we have another one next week. I'm happy, boys. This was fun.
I had fun.
And I think especially as time goes on and we get more footing as to what we want to do with this, or like how the flow is, especially having a face cam. At least for me, I feel like being able to see you guys and you guys being able to see me, or even like Baker and me.
I tried to
doing
let
it-
you see me. It's just
Oh, yeah,
not
yeah.
working.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. Well, as we go on, we'll figure things out. It's just how it was with YouTube, and same with this.
Yeah, and have different tracks next time for the audios, for like the whatever volume controls and anybody cutting out or anything.
But I
That'd be
mean,
nice.
I think every podcast I've ever listened to has to have this first video where it's just introducing, or this first episode where it's just introducing the people that are in it, and
just to,
talking about-
not get anybody's hopes up. This is the kind of content you're getting, bud.
This is
long
it.
form content.
Long form, just a couple of dudes talking about
Yeah.
what they don't really know.
Well, shared between us.
About what
Mm.
they hope it's just Wimstle's content.
It's just,
What is Wimstle doing?
it's the Wimstall update. That's like the first thing we'll do is like, okay, what's Wimstall doing this month or this week?
Let's Google is Wimstall. And as
Make
soon
it
as we
easier.
get it to where like we could type in is Jake Paul good
Yeah,
at boxing, good 6'1" age. We want to get these kind of results when we do
Yeah.
is Wimstall
Is Wimstall
worth subscribing.
Worth yes.
Rolling the same as you did.
Is Wimstall gay? That's the banger we need. That's how you know you've made it. If they want to know if they can fuck you.
Mm. Well, I guess we should wrap things up.
Probably.
How do we wrap things up?
I just stopped the recording. That's how I stop my streams. I just say, "All right, guys, see you later." It's gone.
When you gotta cut it literally at, so how do we wrap things up and then it's over?
I didn't actually cut it there, but I certainly should.
Yeah, well, you can literally just cut it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.